Hey, it's your old pal Scott here, and there's Drew over there. Drew, how you doing?
Eating.
Eating? You knew. You looked at me
Because you never give me a warning.
No, we've been testing for, I'm going to say, the better part of 3 hours at this point. We got the levels just right. You looked at me. I looked at you. I said, we're good to go. I pressed record.
Chip.
We waited. Yeah, I love it, Chip. Thanks. Damn it.
How do we get anything done? I really don't know.
I have no idea. Well, it's been a week. I'll say that.
You got hacked by bros.
I got hacked by bros. Today's Friday. It's our Friday, your Monday. But today's Friday. Wednesday wasn't great. I woke up to like 50 DMs, which is a lot to wake up to. That's more than usual. There's normally some, because you people can't leave me the fuck alone.
Even when you're sleeping.
Even when I'm sleeping. But it was legitimately 50 something DMs. I'm like, oh, that's
never good.
So something is amiss. This is not going to be good for business. And a lot of them were just, Scoot, are you okay? I'm like, I am okay, but why are they asking if I'm okay?
Did you think that somebody found that I Suck Sticks season 2 episode where you did blackface?
They'll never find it. I fucking dare you to find it. Don't, because I think there's one thing out there that maybe shouldn't be. I mean, there definitely is of other people because it was sent to us and we had a good laugh about it. But there might. No, I don't.
Don't give them any fuel.
No, I won't. Because I will be running for president eventually, and we can't have that out there. But so I got hacked by crypto bros, and not what I expected to wake up to on Wednesday, and I couldn't even see what was streamed. A couple of people sent me screenshots, but by the time I went to it, the YouTube channel was gone, and I saw an email from YouTube saying we've removed your channel for a violation of terms of service. I'm like, huh. Well, this is what I needed. I definitely haven't had shit been raining on me the last 2 months anyway. This is maybe I'll just kill myself. That was sort of my initial reaction. I'm like,
this was the only thing left, and now it's gone. So why be alive?
That's enough. Like,
I feel ya.
Look, I played the game. I didn't win. So you know what? I figured call it a day. But because I don't know. I don't want to throw around the term hero, but I didn't immediately kill myself and soldiered on through the day.
You're going to wait it out for up to an hour.
Yeah, I gave it, I was going to give it a week. And then if nothing, then probably, that'd probably stick to the original plan. But,
how would you do it?
I don't know. But
if you had done it.
If I had done it.
How would you
here's
have done
how
it?
I would have done it. Well, I would have gone down to, I'm going to say Brentwood, California, in my friend's white Ford Bronco, and nearly decapitated a white woman. And just some waiter who I got that story wrong in the 90s.
Did you?
I thought he was like her new boyfriend.
Yeah, I thought she was like having an affair or something. She was
just a fucking waiter who brought her sunglasses.
Yeah.
Like, it was a real wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
For Mr. what? Goldman?
Ron Goldman.
For Ron Goldman. Yeah, so yeah, I would have done that, and then I don't know, then just like kept driving into the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would who was that's not Casey Anthony. That was the Tub.
That was a tub.
Who drove their kid into the ocean? The one they parodied on Butter's very own episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would have done that, but with me and not a baby.
Although,
or a child. Or if I had a baby with me.
No, I mean, because your baby.
I'm baby.
Scott, you have a catchphrase and you couldn't even get it right. I don't think you've recovered.
I mean, Wednesday was bad. Wednesday was really bad. But I tweeted at Team YouTube, and then Adam also retweeted it, which probably helped get their attention. And they actually DM'd me and sent me like a form to fill out. And then I got a couple emails back and forth. And by Wake Up the next day, Wake Up on Thursday was better than Wake Up on Wednesday. Oh, and here's how you know it wasn't me streaming weird crypto shit, which my understanding was I never saw it, and the video's gone. But it was like a video faked to make it look like Elon Musk was endorsing some kind of crypto that obviously the hijackers were invested in. And here's how you know it wasn't me. It was streamed at 7 a.m. Not Scott time. That's how you know. If something ever is streamed on my channel at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or Pacific Daylight Time, as it is now, I guess.
Yep.
Drew, happy PDT.
Happy PDT.
Public displays of
testosterone.
Doing guy stuff.
Being bros. Having thick hogs.
I like PDT. But yeah, if anything is ever streamed, let's broaden it. In the AM.
Yeah, before noon.
Yeah. If it's streamed in the AM, everyone message YouTube, say, Scott's channel has been hijacked. Please delete this video, but don't remove the channel so Scott doesn't kill himself when he wakes up and sees this. Can we all agree to do that? All right? Are we all friends here? Okay, good. But now it's back, and we've learned that good things in life are fleeting. So subscribe to this channel right now, because it could be gone next Wednesday. I assume Wednesday's crypto day.
Right, yeah.
So
Wednesday, hump day is in fact the day that crypto bros freak out about losing money and need to get fake Elon Musk
and hijack minorly successful channels.
Well, don't undersell yourself.
We're great. Are we the number one channel on YouTube?
We're the number one channel on YouTube. We're the number one podcast of a certain demographic of people.
If you were to pin down what that demographic might be, what would you say?
I would say that they would be the opposite of left.
Uh-huh.
And all dudes with thick hogs who respect women.
Okay.
Except for one of those two things is a lie. And the other thing's also a lie. They're both lies.
Look, I'm not saying it's mostly small dicks and hate women, but I'm also not saying that.
I'm not saying that only alt-right dudes with small dicks who do not respect women listen to this podcast, but it's most of you.
But the statistics speak for themselves. I look at
We hired a consulting firm, and they told us to lean hard into that. Thanks for listening, all you small dick conservatives.
I look at the analytics on YouTube, and it is honestly shocking. I've never seen percentages that high. If a president had that sort of approval rating, he would have 10 terms in office.
Speaking of presidents, can we talk about what my boy W did?
Let's
it was the greatest thing ever.
Let's tease W. It's one of the best things we've ever heard. But first, a quick message from our friend and yours, Pig Eric. Check out his podcast, The Extreme Timeline, wherever podcasts are sold.
Do you hate modern wrestling? Wish you could go back to the sex and violence of the 90s? You're not alone. Eric and Tom are going back to 1993 to watch ECW from the beginning to its end. So come get extreme. Just search for Extreme Timeline on any podcast app and come get extreme.
And we're back. Am I going to write down the timestamp right now or wait a little while and forget when the
Scott, what's outside the window?
Oh, shiny!
I love post-presidency George W. Bush.
And during presidency and pre-presidency.
And first term, but not exclusively the first term, also the second term. I love both term President George W. Bush.
And Texas Rangers, George W. Bush.
Fighter pilot, George Bush.
Oil man.
Oil tycoon, George Bush.
Cokehead.
I
Draft
love
dodger.
That video is now my number one favorite thing.
You guys have all seen it, right?
The chuckle. And then saying, "Oh, I'm 75."
You guys have all seen it, right? Like it's been out for almost a week by the time you're hearing this. I mean, it's truly perfect. Let's see if we can get it here for you. So this is George speaking at the George W. Bush Institute. So here we go.
Let's see.
In contrast, Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine. Iraq, too. Anyway, 75.
I mean,
he's the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
There's perfect and then there's perfect. I mean,
talk about a Freudian slip.
Like, is it like it's almost too good to be a Freudian slip? I think that was a full-on confession.
Yeah, a confession that Dick Cheney started an unjust war in Iraq.
And W was along for the ride.
He was just there.
He's gonna tell Dick no?
He was just partying.
Good fucking luck with that.
What? Dick's gonna shoot him.
Sometimes Karl Rove would cut his head off with a sickle.
And use a hammer?
No. Not Rove style.
It is the perfect thing. Just the chuckle and then I'm 75.
75. Oh my God.
Yeah, I love him so much. He's if I could vote, I'd vote him again. I'd change the rules so he can run again.
Can we FDR George W. Bush? GWB.
How many years after he left office?
I believe he left in 2008. So,
yeah.
What are we going to bring him in 2024?
I guess so.
So 16 years after the fact?
Yep. Done.
I mean,
bring him in.
Is there a stronger Republican candidate?
Nope.
Not really.
Jeb.
Was that an exclamation mark?
What about Dub and Jeb running together?
Jeb, the Bush 2024?
Bush Boys 2024.
That's not bad. I mean, I'd vote for that.
I'd vote for that.
Can we
get shirts made? That say Bush Boys 2024?
We can.
Now listen, I'm pro Bush boys. I'm not pro Bush women. Women should not have bushes. That's gross. What is this, Sweden in the 70s?
No, we can all agree that's
I want scorched earth.
Unacceptable.
So that it looks like a child. Isn't that the reason why men do it?
I think so. That's why I do it.
That's why I do it. I want to look like a little boy down there. Emphasis on the little.
Yeah.
I listen to this podcast, so there. If so, facto.
Ipso fatso.
George, I hope you're listening. I love you.
Number one with a bullet. New Bush for New Rushmore.
New Rushmore.
What do you do? You do Bush, Ford,
Trump.
I'm gonna throw McKinley in there. he got a raw deal. Taft.
That's like half the mountain right there.
Yeah, Taft gets most of it.
Yeah.
And then just a little W. Ford and Trump. Ford didn't even get elected.
Beer and nachos.
Homer. Oh, that's fun. Also, shout out to Teddy Roosevelt for making Mount Rushmore. He's like, yeah, I'm one of the best. Let's put me on.
Yeah. If I don't do this, somebody else is going to do it, and I'm not going to be up there.
I mean, like, Washington, he's the first you got to do it. Lincoln, probably the most famous and most accomplished. Jefferson, obviously a huge one, signer of the Declaration, had a bunch of black kids, pretty progressive. And fourth, because we got to do. You want an even number on the mountain that we stole from the Indians in South Dakota. Who do we? I don't know. Grover Cleveland was interesting because he did like split terms. No one's ever done that before.
Show of hands. Who's hunted wild creatures all over the world? Oh, it's just me.
What's that? Me?
Oh, I'm the only one here who's killed a leopard. Interesting. I think it's gonna be hard to overlook a man who's hunted a rhino before.
All opposed? Oh, no one? Good. Guess who's number 4, baby? Fucking genius.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Who here ground up tiger penis and gave it to you so you could have sex with your slaves? Was it me? Oh, it was me. Oh, well, then I should probably be the guy on the mountain.
Which is crazy because slavery has been illegal for 35 years. But
that stops anyone.
I won't tell if you don't. Did you ever see that? Was it Dirtbag Teddy Roosevelt?
No.
Site? Oh, it's very funny. Is it still?
Is it a parody thing or just real dirtbag stats about Teddy?
No, it's like little one-act plays from the-toast.net. But search Dirtbag Teddy Roosevelt and you'll get some stuff. Taft, get in here this instant. The boys in the War Department are letting me use them to recreate the Battle of San Juan Hill, and we need you to play San Juan Hill. Taft, what is it? Do we own the Philippines? Do we what? Do we have it yet? No, sir, I believe the Filipinos have it. Well, I want it. How do you propose to get it? I propose to strike any man who tries to stop me soundly in the face is how. I propose to acquire it through the strategic use of cold baths, strenuous mountain hikes, and bare-knuckle boxing. I propose to ride you like a pony all the way to Manila. Please don't ride me like a pony, sir. If you let me ride you like a pony, I shall appoint you Supreme Court Justice. Sir, you promised me that last Christmas already after you used me as a footstool during the White House reception. I mean it this time. Now open your mouth so I can get this bridle fitted. And it's a bunch of those, and they're very funny. I like them a lot. But yeah, shout out to Dirtbag Teddy Roosevelt. A lot of fun. Dare we give Pay Pig Eric a second shout out?
I guess we have to at some point. Is this the point?
This is the point of no return.
This is the point of no return. This is one thing everyone loves, which is us making eating and drinking noises live on air.
But this is one where we drink it so you don't have to. So this is part 1 of a 2-part present from Eric.
I don't know how much of a present this is. This is the punishment before the present.
I'm going to say the part 2 better be good.
What if part 2 is just the concentrate of this?
Oh, so we can make Slurpees?
Yeah, so he's like, haha, tricked you bitches. You do this bad one, and then you get even worse later.
I'd be mad. Now, the beverage...
What if it's flaming hot edible panties?
I mean, I'd try it. The beverage we are, of course, referring to is the answer to a question no one asked. What if the company that owns like
PepsiCo,
all the snack food, I guess it's PepsiCo. Yeah, PepsiCo. Put all their things together. Like, hey, we make Mountain Dew. Hey, we make Cheetos and Doritos. What if we made them one thing? And that brings us Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot. Dew with a blast of heat and citrus flavor with other natural flavors. So
I hope that your bedroom side garbage can withstand vomit, because I think it's coming.
Like, I'm getting diarrhea.
We should have gotten spittoons.
Looking at it.
We should have got spittoons.
Now, why there are 2 cans and not 1 does seem like
an oversight.
An oversight. I don't know. Like, we got... Heads up, spoiler for minutes from now. We got other stupid drinks, and but they're probably the better ones. So those are going to be the chaser for this. And we're not psyched about those. But they're probably better than Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. So let's crack one, and then...
no, I think let's crack both.
We're cracking both?
Because, listen, it's not like we're going to drink the whole thing. Okay,
it's not.
Or what if we shotgun them?
Drew, that's mentally insane. Let's not...
I like the idea that we have to chug the entire can, and then we stop podcasting because our insides have become our outsides.
Just one whiff of that fog and you're inside out. All right. Crack. How's the bouquet? It's mostly Mountain Dew. It doesn't
not really. A little bit.
What's the color look like?
It's red.
It is red. I don't like that. All right, let's go in for it. I'm not getting much.
It's going to have a kick. It's going to have a kick.
Is it going to have something at the end? It's not a lot.
I'm getting nothing.
Oh, I got a little. Have another large-ish sip. There's a little something in there. At the back of the throat. But not a lot.
I'm literally just getting
nothing.
Lime.
It's not, and there are limes on the can. So, which, there was, we're going deep into the Dew catalog. There was, when they did those, like, we're doing 3 new flavors a year and
vote them in.
And one stays. There was a lime one. I'm going to call it Distortion.
That sounds familiar.
And it was really good.
Scott,
this is not that, but there is definitely a liminess to it. And are we making bold statements at the same time? I might finish this Mountain Dew.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
I don't hate it at all.
This is decent.
I really like the lime flavor, like the lime taste to it.
I mean, if it's, if this is Distortion with, I don't know, one part per million cayenne pepper, then fine.
Yeah. I think I might finish this.
I'm not mad at Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot.
No.
What a pleasant surprise.
What a shocker.
I think, here's what I think. And tell me if I'm wrong or misguided. After Wednesday, I think nothing bad should happen to me ever again. I think that's right. I think everything's good from here on out. I think even things that I expect to be bad, like Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot. Hey, this is a pretty delicious lime-ish soda.
Yeah. If you wanted to go hot, I remember growing up that there was...
I don't remember growing up.
Because you haven't grown up yet. You're still a baby.
Oh, I'm baby.
There was PC brand...
Politically correct or old-timey Canadian party, the Progressive Conservatives?
It's the Progressive Conservatives. They make their own sodas.
An oxymoron, by the way.
President's Choice.
President's Choice.
Of Jamaica spiced beer.
Like ginger beer?
But it was hot.
Yeah, I've had some hot ginger beer
the
before.
President's Choice one was very, very hot, and I remember we used to buy it, we bought it, my group of friends and I bought it as a joke originally, because we're okay, now you have to take a shot of it, right?
Yeah.
But over the course of time, we actually really liked it.
Yeah.
And it was hot.
Yeah.
It was real spicy.
I don't know if I don't think I've had President's Choice, but they
don't make it anymore. They probably stopped in 2002 or 3.
Before I was born.
I can't even imagine that anyone else was buying it. It was probably just
But I've definitely had some legitimately spicy ginger beers before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
not
only did they make that, they also made an amazing grapefruit soda that was amazing. It had the right amount, because usually when you do flavored sodas, the idea is to make them sweet.
Yes.
This one was actually very sour.
Had some grapefruit.
It was very tart and sour, and it was delicious.
Yeah,
but they also don't make that one anymore. They only make the regular bullshit.
There should be more grapefruit sodas and good grapefruit sodas. The grapefruit crush is not bad, but it's still on the sweet side.
It's sweet.
It's not tangy.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I want something that has some essence of actual like grapefruit juice to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Now that I'm about halfway through this, I'm getting a little bit of heat. A little bit of
There's
heat.
a little something there.
Maybe if we drank it out of, maybe it's the bottle. Maybe the bottle is the.
Maybe I should have got bottle and not can. Although I only saw cans.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I genuinely do not hate this.
Yeah, this is shocking.
I don't know that I would buy it on the reg, but like,
would you buy it on the reg?
I mean, I'm on the reg right now. That's why I'm so bitchy. But I would buy one every now and then.
Yeah.
Like maybe like, oh, you know what? I haven't had one in a couple weeks. I'll have one.
I'll throw down a Flamin' Hot. Yeah. Wow. I'm honestly shocked.
I thought it would touch my mouth and I would want to throw up.
Yeah. No, I thought it was going to be disgusting. I thought it was going to taste like liquid Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Me too. Yeah, or I thought that it would have the taste of like a hot sauce that is designed to burn you with acid and not have spice.
Yeah.
12
million Scoville units.
But it's like it doesn't taste good. There's no spices. It's just chemically made to burn your mouth. Correct. That's what I thought it would taste like.
Yeah, just capsaicin extract.
Yeah, and I can't believe how good this is.
Oh, just a heads up, this contains 0% juice.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe it?
No fats, 2% sodium.
This is fat-free, so I can drink all of this I want.
All you want. I mean...
It's only 87% of my total sugars for the day.
One can is 87%. That's crazy.
That's a lot. I'll say that.
I wonder what my life would be like if I would cut out sugars. Would I be skinny and happy?
I think about that sometimes too, but I also think it's not worth it.
I like snack food too much.
Yeah,
and junk food too much.
Yeah. Would I lose weight? Yes. Would I be net happier? I don't think so.
Well, you know someone who's done that, and is he happy?
No.
Exactly.
No, he's not.
Oh, I want to make a statement on the podcast before I forget.
Should I get a notary?
When we go down for SOS on...
what's that, Friday, June 10th?
Friday, June 10th, which is our next professional wrestling match in Tacoma, Washington. I would like to stop at a Sonic, if possible. Okay. I've seen some commercials for some interesting things they have, and
what I would like going on?
I don't remember specifically, but I saw commercials while watching hockey on U.S. network television.
Let me guess, it was drinks and not food because
there was one drink, which I think was a milkshake, and then one burger.
Okay,
but I could not tell you what either one of them are right now.
Because typically, my typical Sonic experience is they have fun drinks and the food is
meh.
But I do remember you weren't there. It was the trip to Tennessee in 2008, and Steve lived right near a Sonic, so that was a lot of the meals, and they had some special going on. I believe it was called the Island Fire Burger, but we call it the Fire Island Burger. Of course, it's funnier. And I remember it being great. I also remember the weather being not great. It was 100 degrees Fahrenheit and 100% humidity.
This would be Clarksville, Tennessee.
Where you take a cold shower to cool off, and you're somehow sweating in the cold shower. It was an odd feeling.
Isn't it wild that I had been to Clarksville, Tennessee before I had been to like Dallas, Miami, New York City.
I had been to I'd been to Bellevue, Ohio 3 times before I went to New York City. Shamokin, Pennsylvania twice.
Noted butthole of the month or whatever from Tosh.0.
Well, they lost their Dunkin' Donuts.
I go in there, I gotta do some legal work. Gotta meet with some people.
If you guys haven't seen that video, you should watch it. Look up Shamokin, Shamokin, Shamokin Dunkin' Donuts, and you're gonna like what you see. Actually, should I just look it up now?
You should just play it now or just tweet it out. In case you all missed it, or in case some of you don't follow me on Twitter,
I would only say they're not following you because they don't know your Twitter handle.
Well, I don't have it anymore. I got rid of Twitter. Nobody uses Twitter anymore.
Oh, is Twitter over?
Yeah, I exclusively use TikToks now. I'm hip and cool. I turned 36 and now I'm hip.
I can't believe it is. Oh yeah, you turned 36.
Yeah.
So I guess I said it last year because I'm like, I was thinking even, it's been a week and change since your birthday. I'm like, have I not told Drew he's closer to 40 than 30 yet? I'm like, no, I told him that
last year.
Last year, yeah.
You tell me that every year.
Of course.
Yeah.
I told you that when you were 27.
Yeah. Also, a lot of you still have yet to send me birthday presents, and that's very hateful.
What?
That's very hateful and hurtful.
It's ignorant.
It's ignorant, and I can't continue on unless I get more birthday presents.
Send Drew birthday presents. You can send them in monetary form to paypal.me/notscotthenson, and if it's an actual physical thing, get a hold of us on Twitter. Oh, Drew, I hear your Twitter's back. What's your
handle? It's back. I reinstalled it as you were talking. Sarian Softpaws. SARIAN
You can get Drew there. You can get me at Not Scott Henson, NOTSCOTTHENSON, same as the PayPal.me. And if you want to send actual physical things, we'll find a way for you to do it. Or else just send money.
Or if you're uncertain, you want to buy me a movie and you're uncertain, let me know. I have a giant Amazon list.
Amazon wish list.
Thanks to our dearest friend Tommy for buying me a couple of things, birthday presents that I wanted.
Couple good ones.
I guess if you moved money around, it was the one that we watched today, although it wasn't because I'd already spent that money. But if I say that this was it and that was this, then yeah, he did. He bought this one today.
There you go.
But also on Twitter, I did post the Martin Daniels interracial wedding photographer video.
Excellent.
That gets referenced somewhat frequently on the pod.
If you've ever heard us about yelling about Mexicans marrying Koreans, that's where it's from.
Yes.
It's not just us being racist. But it's a little bit. But check that out if you hadn't seen it. It's one of the many shockingly good things from that was
Inside Amy Schumer.
Yeah. The last, or first and last good thing she did.
And it's MIB.
And it's a friend of the show.
Michael
Ian Black. If you search his name on Twitter, on Google, the first word that comes up after in the autofill is gay, which he is sad about because he has a wife and children.
But he does come across.
But he does read as pretty gay.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does.
What's going on in Shamokin?
Coffee shop in Shamokin is closed following an arson over the weekend. Police say a teenager is responsible for all that damage. News Watch 16's Nikki Krise joins us live from the Central Pennsylvania newsroom with more tonight. Nikki?
Julie, a lot of people in Shamokin are upset that Dunkin' Donuts is closed because they didn't have anywhere else to go for coffee and donuts. Today we also learned new information about the teenage girl police charged with setting the place on fire. Yellow tape surrounds the Dunkin' Donuts on West Sunbury Street in Shamokin. The popular donut shop is closed until further notice because of extensive fire damage.
There's a lot of people that's definitely gonna miss it, no doubt about it.
A teenager is charged with starting a fire inside the restaurant on Saturday
bathroom.
night. Shamokin police officer Ray Psycho says no one was
Psycho?
Ray
Psycho?
Holy shit.
Psycho says the fire was started inside the women's bathroom. The toilet paper dispenser was lit on fire, and within about a minute, the entire place was filled up with smoke.
The mother did explain that she's recently been put on new medication.
Ah, boo.
For what reason?
The
SIKO.
13-year-old who admitted to setting
I was
the fire
hoping for PS or just SY. Psycho Sid style.
People who live in Shamokin.
Yeah, here we go.
My lady.
Dunkin' Donuts is closed.
Now I have to rely on myself to go to
Not
maybe
her.
a Turkey Hill or something where I don't like
Turkey
the
Hill?
donuts. I'd
Barf.
rather the donuts at Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm kind of dealing with it, but I really miss Dunkin' Donuts.
I go there every day. I get a chicken bacon croissant, or I get some coffee, Powerade if I'm dehydrated. I sit there all the time. If I have any legal work that I need to do, I go there. I meet with my attorneys there.
I'm gonna miss that place if it don't open up.
That's my girl.
Yeah, a lot of my friends go in there, get the cold coffee, iced coffee, I guess it's called.
People miss their local hangout.
My girl,
and
Edna
Dunkin'
Faust.
Donuts reopen soon here in Shamokin.
Cheap, classy place to meet up. It's a location where you can meet up with your friends. It's the only thing this town has.
Officials don't know when Dunkin' Donuts and Shamokin will
That's
reopen
probably the
because
end of
the damage is so extensive. As for
Yeah, just back.
Shamokin, Pennsylvania, a home of Ring of Honor superstar and New Japan Strong superstar Tony Deppen.
Young Anthony Deppen. A shout out.
I wish he would smile more.
He should smile more. Was he a Ring of Honor pure champion?
He
ever?
was.
He was. Yeah, good for him. Or TV champion.
TV champion.
Good on him.
Yeah.
And is he wrestling Minoru Suzuki really soon?
He already did. He already did.
Okay. Good for him.
I wonder if that's good. I don't know.
I have it?
I don't know.
If he did the match, I have it.
I like Tony a lot. He's a fun guy to be around.
Fun guy.
We told him about the Jake Roberts Batcave story, but also I wish he would smile more in his entrance and maybe do a little dancing.
Too much frowning.
I would like for him to dance a little.
I agree. You're no argument here, friend. Tony Deppen, smile more.
And you do. No, you don't.
I'll say it.
Well, it would have been like very recently, like within the last
Yeah.
2 weeks.
When did you...
Fight TV? That's the one.
What show was it on? Was it GCW? show?
GCW Columbus. GCW Joey Janela's Spring Break Part 2.
Why doesn't it tell me? Do you have to...
I don't know. It's probably the one that's got fucking Minoru Suzuki on the cover, dummy.
Fuck this streaming
Although I guess it's a bunch of them, but... Just go to Cage Match. Why are you...
Why am I...
You're making so much more work for yourself.
Fucking around? These are all
Cage
fair.
Match. Tony Deppen. Oh, there's the match.
There's the match? Interesting. Interesting the way
Anthony
you do things.
Deppen, 5'7". He's a little boy.
Okay, when did he wrestle as Stokely Hathaway Jr.?
That's really funny.
On the Masked Wrestler season 1.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
That's really funny.
Lost to Wildcat, spelled with a Y and a K.
Nice.
In the semifinals.
With Chris
Wildcat,
Harris?
of course, portrayed by Wheeler Yuta, current ROH Pure Champion.
There you go.
Full circle.
Except who said he was TV champion.
Shut up.
Just go to matches. We're killing too much time on this.
Oh, New Japan Strong that aired... Oh, maybe it hasn't aired yet.
Oh, that's why.
That's why I don't have it.
But it was recorded.
It was recorded this past Sunday or 2 Sundays ago if you're listening to this and not in the room with us right now.
Correct.
Yeah, so it'll be out there soon enough, along with Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on...
a man who has a working body. 2 guys who have working bodies.
A guy who's a working body and definitely does not have a scorned woman trying to ruin his career right now.
Yeah.
Chris Dickinson. I like him.
I got nothing against him.
He's always been very nice to me. So
did some customs. That takes some balls.
I mean, he didn't do the customs for me.
No, but he did customs, period.
I did buy them from who he did them for. And they were good.
Can you make me a mix of a mixtape of just Evan Courageous matches, please?
Oh man, I've got some phone orders. Man,
I've got some phone numbers.
Last weekend unloaded. I believe more than
I unload every weekend.
As you should. You can get very sick if you don't. More than 300 wrestling VHS tapes, and I just did a count. I'm down to 194.
You're welcome.
Which still sounds like a lot of wrestling VHS tapes to have. 194. I would say that's more than the average person.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the average person has what, 75 to 80.
I mean, I probably have 15 or 20 at my parents' house.
There you go. You're well below average. Most people
Yes.
have lots more wrestling VHS tapes than you.
Correct.
If I went like across the street,
Your neighbor over there
would have
has
more.
85.
Exactly. That's what I'm figuring. So yeah, but that 194 is probably down from a peak of, I would guess, close to 1,500.
Did you decide to do this just out of boredom, or because you're like, there's just too much physical stuff in this house, I need to get rid of some?
It was both.
Oh, okay.
It was both of those things. I was like, I can do something about this. If I had started at the beginning of COVID, I'd be long done.
Right. But we didn't know how long it was going to go.
Starting was so hard. I guess
Starting is the hardest.
I guess
part.
that's not news. I guess it's hard to start new things, but yeah, I'm glad I did. And I was literally just going to throw them out, and you said put them fuckers up on Facebook Marketplace, and goddamn it, some wrestling nerd bought them for $120.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Also, I have no problem starting out hard. I always have a hard time finishing hard.
That's true. That is the even more difficult. That's the
I'm
advanced course.
I'm porn sick. And I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't drunk and high on cocaine.
I just sucked a guy's dick and hated it.
It was disgusting.
Now, speaking of things on the internet, what's that, Scott? Did you get another DM thinking you were Steve Harvey? You bet your ass I did.
Different person.
Oh, yeah. No,
but you still had a little bit more interaction with that other guy because you sent it to me. You had like one more message, I think.
Did I?
I think so. I think you ended at, "Are you Steve Harvey?" And you said, "Yes, I am." And then I think that was the last thing you referenced on here.
Okay, yeah.
And then you got another one that you sent to me, Kelly, or just me?
One of those two. So, yeah, I definitely read the last one I had. I also got one other one. Couldn't tell if they thought I was Steve Harvey or not, but it was just a black woman who was starting a homeless shelter. I assume she thought I was Steve Harvey.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, she sent just a link to her Facebook page for the homeless shelter she's starting. Also, can you just start a private homeless shelter? Is that a thing you can do?
I have no idea.
That seems weird.
That is weird.
I thought that was more like a public works thing. But
yeah, I guess if you have a house and you're fine with letting homeless people stay there.
Yeah. But yeah, she sent a group DM to me and
Kelly Clarkson
and Glasgow Smile, who has 600 followers, and his link in his profile is his Steam ID. So I don't know what we have in common. I don't know why we got this message, but
you should talk to him.
I
send him a message and be like, "Hey, what's his name?"
His name is Glasgow Smile.
So we'd be like, "Hey, Glasgow, are you getting in on this? Because I'm getting in on this."
If anyone wants to follow him, he's at _Kenny _____________.
Huh.
Yeah.
You should hit him up and see if he's going to be in on it.
Smile. Yeah.
Like, hey, man, are you going to get in on this? Because I'm going to get in on this. I'd like to partner up with you and just see what he says.
I should. But yeah, but the one I read was the guy for the Indian guy working in Kuwait,
yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So that one.
And you exclusively did it in an accent.
Yeah, Abdul Nassar. The last one was him saying, I think you're Steve Harvey, the American Televisio host. And I said, I am. I'm glad you enjoy. Yeah, we did all that.
Was there something after that?
No, that was it.
Didn't you send something to me from... Okay.
Maybe I sent the new one.
Maybe.
That I haven't referenced on the show yet.
Maybe.
Because that was this past week. But this one is from Ubabuko Tochukwu Bright. A real good time Jonathan, former president of Nigeria.
Sounds about right.
Hi, sir. And I, of course, say, you're going to have to follow me before you start messaging me. And guess what? Daddy got a new follower. That's how we do it. That's how I've gotten all 5,900 of my followers, is people DMing me without following me, thinking I'm Steve Harvey, me saying, follow me and we can continue. And they do. And that's how we do.
And then you continue. You follow up with your end of the bargain.
Exactly.
They follow up on theirs. Transaction has been completed.
And we do. So he does. And then he says, are you really Steve Harvey? I say, of course I am, child.
Child.
I like that. Am really looking forward to seeing you. I always wanted a mentor as good as you, sir.
Mentor? Mantar?
I always wanted a mentor.
You think Steve Harvey is Mantar?
Steve Harvey might be Mantar. I always wanted a mentor as good as you, sir. I respond with just the title of his best-selling book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. He says, I really have a dream to be like you and am working hard to do it. I say, much respect. He hearts it. End of conversation. I'm just
what a lovely conversation.
I'm just having nice conversations with people who think I'm Steve Harvey.
You're not even trolling them.
I'm not. And I think I gave him good advice. Act like a lady, think like a man. But
now what we need to get them to do is send you money and then attack the real Steve Harvey.
Absolutely. But how is it their first day on Twitter? Like, I am not the first thing that comes up when you search Steve Harvey.
We looked it up.
Guess what the first thing that comes up is?
Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey. Verified with 3 million followers.
Yep.
Then there's a guy with a picture of him as a kitty cat with less than 6,000 followers.
With the handle not Scott Henson.
Not Scott Henson. And if you read the third word in the username, it is now Steve Harvey unrelated. And if you keep reading, it becomes even less. It's Steve Harvey Oswald, and then in brackets, Big Cat Scott Henson.
Yep.
And like, this has got to be Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Maybe they think it's a double bluff, and the verified one is the decoy, and they've gone another level deep and found the real Steve Harvey.
Right.
Well, here's what they know. They know it's not Scott Henson, so it could be Steve Harvey.
Well, I guess the interesting thing, or I kind of, you can never change your name now because you're going to lose out on all these DMs.
I guess I can't.
You have to stay.
It's a good thing the name is
usually
great.
You like to go, a few months, and then
I've normally been going a couple months and changing.
Yeah.
But this one this has already been the longest I've had one, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be tough to change. Unless I can think...
Tiger. Almost 6,000 followers.
Yeah.
And apparently that's enough.
Yeah. Also, I like
It also says Furry Creek, British Columbia, which that's where Steve Harvey would live.
That's his vacation home.
All of the things that you tweet or retweet are Big Cat related, podcast related, or art related.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see where the confusion is.
It's got to be Steve Harvey.
It's got to be Steve Harvey. Only Steve Harvey would post all this.
This is real Harvey-esque. Yeah, I don't think I can change until I can think of another pun involving a black comedian / host and an assassin.
Yes.
Who's the guy that started World War I? Assassinated.
Oh, Franz Ferdinand. He's like a Slavic name.
He's Slavic, yeah. Since Sarajevo. Assassinated by
Joseph Krachlach.
By Bosnian Serb student. Oh, is a young man.
Yeah, he was young.
Gavrilo Princip.
Princip.
That
doesn't really...
Princip the Entertainer.
Yeah. You nailed it. First try, best try.
We'll give it a shot. We'll see how many missent DMs that one racks up.
Gavrilo L. Hughley.
I like that.
Who's the fourth one? See whoever said
Bernie Mac, baby.
Oh, of course.
The best one.
White Bernie Mac.
The guy who headlined the original Kings of Comedy special, even though he was the least famous guy at the time, because nobody could fucking follow Bernie Mac.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Bernie Mac rocks. I love Bernie Mac.
He's so good.
After the conversation on the podcast
motherfucker.
a while ago, I went home and watched Mr. 3000. Fucking love that movie.
Yep.
I'm all for...
You're all for baseball movies that start with Mr.
Uh-huh. Speaking of, I got Blu-ray Mr. Baseball for my birthday.
Yep.
As a gift from Tommy.
Yep.
And I will be giving Kelly Summers tomorrow the two greatest gifts any friend could give another friend.
Yep.
Which is their DVD copy of Mr. Baseball and their DVD copy of The Ghost in the Darkness.
Hell yeah. Baseball and the most retarded big cat?
Yep.
What more?
But most retarded big cat that were still able to kill, 9,000 Indians or whatever it was.
So many people. Just like most of Calcutta.
Calcutta. Scott, you could be one of them. You could eat Indian people every day.
How's that?
If you would just admit that you're a Bengal tiger.
Can't do it.
Buddy, I cannot do it. I cannot do it, buddy.
Is it time for our chaser?
Well, I don't think we need a chaser, but yes, it is. we should do these before we finish these, so that if we have to get that out of our mouth, we still have this.
It turns out do was the chaser. That's the twist.
I'll do the do. Yeah.
Do the do before the do does you.
Yeah, correct.
So we also purchased at the low this was the sale price, by the way, which I'm disgusted by. That's actually disgusting.
You can get Monsters or Rockstars like 3 for $6.
P.S. They're bigger. We got like the small Red Bulls, like the skinny can Red Bulls. The advertised sale price was what, 3 for $8.50?
3 for $8.50.
Fuck off. Here's the thing. Here's what you got to know about us. We have been known to drink the occasional energy drink. Okay?
Yes.
Not often. 2, 3, 4 a day tops. Right?
At least 2 per episode.
Absolutely.
You currently have an opened one.
That is correct.
That you've been sipping on this whole time.
Yes.
Now we're going to finish 3 Red Bulls.
And a Mountain Dew.
How have we both not gone blind from diabetes?
This, in retrospect, perhaps a mistake.
Yes.
But okay, so we are pro energy drink. I think they're the greatest thing to come out of the late 90s. Shasta McNasty and energy drinks.
Fuck yeah.
Are the 2 best
Jake
things.
Busey, baby.
Jake Busey, all day.
And Vern Troyer, R.I.P.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A good man.
And the 3rd guy.
Yeah.
Good
fucking luck.
$1 million.
$1 million?
You could not pull his name.
$1 million for...
But what if it's somebody that we recognize? I mean, we're like, holy shit, how was he in Shasta McNasty?
Wait, it was Adam Driver? Oh, no, I don't know if...
Vern Troyer's not even the 2nd guy. No. He's like...
There's Busey, black guy, white guy.
What's Busey?
Busey's Busey. Busey's okay. Shasta, I assume.
I don't know if he is, but
then
okay.
Your black guy, I get maybe their band is called Shasta McNasty.
It was a band?
I don't know, but their names are Dennis, Scott, and Randy. No Shastas to be found. Vern Troyer as Vern in 2 episodes.
Should we?
No.
Okay.
Jake Busey. Black guy is Dale Godboldo.
Okay.
Unfamiliar with his work.
I kind of recognize his face, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what he's in.
He's done 1 episode of a lot of...
Is he in This Is Us?
Television shows. He is not in This Is Us. You're thinking of Sterling K. Brown.
Ah, gotcha.
Emmy nominee. Maybe Emmy winner. I'm going to say Emmy winner.
Best movie dad of all time.
Oh, guys. See Waves. If you're a fan of This Is Us, and as you should... Hey, season finale... Series finale tomorrow. You're listening to this on drop day. Series finale of This Is Us, Tuesday, May, whatever that works out to. I'm gonna say 31st. Nope. 23rd. Nope. 24th.
24th.
3rd time's a charm. Tuesday, May 24th, series finale of This Is Us. If you're watching This Is Us and thinking, man, Sterling K. Brown is kind of a type A asshole. Watch Waves. Because his character on This Is Us really softens after you see his character on Waves. It's great. Top 10 movie of 2019?
18. 19? 18. 19?
I'm going 19. Final answer. 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. Check it out. What the hell was I? Oh, yeah. We drink a lot of energy drinks. We are not Red Bull guys.
You also hadn't said who the 3rd guy in Shasta McNasty was.
I never will. Yeah, I will be dead in the cold, cold ground before I tell you about Carmine Giovinazzo. Giovinazzo?
Okay. These names are not familiar to me at all.
They're sure not. He was in 1 episode of Batwoman in 2020.
Oh,
maybe
cool.
that rings a bell.
Sick.
197 episodes of CSI New York. So that's where he's been.
All right.
Yeah, it's always funny where you're like, it's often someone you like who you saw in something early and you're like, it's funny their career never took off. And then you look at, they've done 437 episodes of some fucking network CBS show.
Some show that I've never seen.
Never watched. So like, don't worry, they're getting paid. They're fine. I don't know how artistically fulfilled they are, but they're doing okay. So,
what if we dedicated an entire season
to Carmine Giovinazzo?
To watching one random episode of a bunch of shows we remember from the early 2000s.
Not just like
so we could do
CSI New York,
like Shasta McNasty. We could do Titus. We could do Greg the Bunny.
Yep.
We could do
Action
with
Jay Moores.
Hey Jay Moores, you want to get nice?
Want to get nice?
That'd be pretty fun. Fun season of not remembering the storylines of things and watching one random episode.
Yeah, just like season 2, episode 10 of everything.
Yep.
That'd be fun. I like that. So yeah, an idea for season 5.
Yeah. Okay, so as you were saying, we are energy drink guys,
not Red Bull guys.
Not Red Bull.
Red Bull
guys.
sucks.
We like energy drinks that have a flavor.
Yeah.
Not energy drink flavor.
And yeah,
your Red Bulls, your regular
Rockstar, original Monster,
Yeah.
that fucking flavor.
Yeah.
I drink things that taste good. The caffeine is secondary, honestly. It tastes good. I like it.
I've become chemically...
maybe the caffeine's not secondary, actually. Maybe I need it.
I've become chemically dependent on the flavor and the taste, but it's secretly the caffeine that's driving me.
That could also be on the table.
There are days that I can't go without drinking an energy drink. Like, I have to have one. I get home, I get off work, and instead of going right home, I have to go to the Circle K and buy like a Papillon or a Pipeline Punch or a fruit punch Monster.
Damn, shout out to Monster.
I love them. Just the punches, though.
Just the punches.
Not the regular ones.
Are you how about, you know what I haven't had in 15 years, but I think I like? What is it? Monster Assault?
I don't know.
It's sort of cherry cola-ish, as I recall.
Yeah.
Haven't had it in forever. There's always something I would buy before it.
Yeah.
But I do actually remember thinking it was fine.
How come we've never had any of the coffee-related energy drinks?
Because I think they're
all garbage?
I think they're all bad.
Not Swiss Chocolate Monster, which we've talked about on the podcast lots.
True.
And then friend of the show, but not friend of ours in real life, Cody Redfern told us that they were good.
Oh, yeah. He's not to be trusted.
He's not to be trusted.
Don't believe his lies. I had that tattooed on myself.
He's trash. Cody, you're trash.
So, we've always been minorly intrigued. And over the course of the years, we have individually bought the occasional flavored Red Bull, and it's always but
I don't think I've had a Red Bull since like I was in film school, and they gave us them for like the girls with the car with the giant bottle out the back. They have the backpacks that are just full of them, and they're giving them out as free samples. Mm-hmm. That was the last time I was in film school. They came into the school and were just handing them out, and that was the last time I had a Red Bull. It was 8 years ago.
I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I had an original Red Bull. Sometime in the last 15 years, I've probably bought one or two of the
every flavor.
Not every flavor, just ones that look interesting.
Ah.
But those ones, I always remember going, this still tastes like fucking Red Bull just with some other junk in it, and I don't like it. So what we did was we bought 3 flavored Red Bulls, and they're probably going to taste like Red Bull with some other fucking junk in it. But who could pass up 3 for $8.50?
For $8.50, what a deal.
So Drew, tell them what they've won.
So the first one I think we're going to go with is Peach Nectarine.
Which I posit to you, why bother with those 2 flavors? They're almost identical.
Yeah, I know. One helps sweeten up the other.
Like,
you take your pick. Which one's which?
You that's like Red Bull, red grape, green grape.
Yeah, kind of is. The second one.
Yep.
Is
they have names, do they not?
The Peach Edition.
That was the Peach Edition. Second up.
Is the Summer Edition.
Ooh.
Which is, depending on which part of the world you're from, apricot or apricot, and strawberry.
That's an interesting combo. Uncommon combo.
Uncommon.
And 2 fruits more different than a peach and a nectarine.
Yeah, and not a lot of apricot flavored
Not a lot of apricot out there.
Or apricot. And the third and final, which we'll be completing the trifecta on, is the Green Edition.
Green.
Of dragon fruit.
Which is interesting, because dragon fruit is not green.
It is not.
So, that's a fun choice. But I tell you what, I enjoy an artificial dragon fruit flavor.
I do, but
Sobe Dragon Fruit was great.
Sobe Dragon Fruit was very good.
Yeah.
Can we still get that? I bet you we can't.
I do not think we can.
USA.
I think Sobe, not even USA. I think Sobe period is down to about 2 flavors.
I've seen the white one and the pink one. That's it. The pina colada and whatever the pink one is.
Cranberry grapefruit survived, which is a very good one.
Yeah.
Which I have like once a year when I find it in the States. I'm like, yeah, this is still pretty good.
Yeah. Are we, I guess we're sharing spit on this one. Usually you bring little tiny sippy cups.
I usually do, and I made a point of it last week because I had a very recent COVID exposure and wanted to play it cool.
Yeah.
Because I had seen the fucking Doctor Strange with... a husband is a strong word, but let's say coworker. Adam, on the Monday, the day he flew back from Georgia, we went and saw Doctor Strange, and it was a movie. And then we parted ways as friends, and then 2 days later he's like, yeah, I tested positive for COVID, so maybe
Oopsie.
So keep an eye on things. I'm like, you got it, pal, but don't worry because I don't get sick. But just to be safe, I did not share drinks with you last week. But to the surprise of no one, I have not gotten sick because I can't get sick because my pores are too small for the virus to get in.
Oh, is that how it gets in?
Exactly.
Through the pores?
Mm-hmm. So I think we're fine this week.
I'm going to go ahead and
soon,
say, since when was it for the first case? Like the end of 2019? Was when they were first popping up in Asia, and then
November, December.
Yeah. So it's we're in year 3. Mm-hmm. And you and I, Sex, have both not gotten it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and state for the record on this podcast.
Get it out there.
That you, Scott Henson, and myself, not giving my government name,
Andrew Douglas,
are elite. We are the elite class of the world.
Are we Gold Star gay?
We are.
We have never touched a vagina, and we were cesarean sections.
Yeah, I've never touched a COVID, and I am a Gold Star gay COVID.
Gold Star gay COVID, folks. You heard it here first. Drew, crack that peach edition. I want to celebrate our new elite status.
The can sucks.
Everything about Red Bull.
Everything about Red Bull.
I am
is
so
awful.
fixing to not enjoy this, except for the fact. Did you cut yourself?
No.
Okay. Oh, you're just reading.
I'm reading things.
Yeah. I thought you were looking at your finger, like, oh, I'm bleeding everywhere.
It kind of smells good.
Oh, I think everything just might come up Scott forever.
Nah.
Is it still Red Bull? Is it Red Bull and peach?
It's Red Bull.
Oh, they got weird. Oh, their little can tabs have the little bowl on the top. I mean, that's cute, but
adorbs.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
It's a giant step up from regular Red Bull. I do like that it's kind of that there's a sourness to it.
A little bit.
I like that. Actually, that's another reason I often go energy drink instead of soda is because they tend to be more acidic and sour, and I don't want something just sweet.
Right.
So
it's okay. I don't hate it.
It's okay. It's in a pinch. It's drinkable.
Yeah.
There's enough peach that it drowns out the Red Bull.
But there is still the hint of Red Bull.
Oh, it's there. It's letting you know it's there.
Yeah, it's hanging around.
For sure.
But yes, I have COVID.
God damn it. Motherfucker.
I don't know that I would buy it. It's still got the taste like in the back that I don't like.
If I really, really needed peach and it was the only option,
okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
If I was pregnant and was craving peach.
Sure.
Also, be sure to drink as much Red Bull as you can when you're pregnant. Yeah. I'm sure that's good for you.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. Super baby.
Super baby. I will say
maybe a baby genius situation.
Their can does look cool.
Yeah.
Like it fits in your hand.
I mean, their marketing team is great. Gives you wings, cool can. They sponsor like extreme stuff.
I like that it says directly on it high caffeine content.
Yeah.
High. Not just caffeine content.
Not just this has caffeine. Fucking Pepsi has caffeine. This is high caffeine. This is caffeine that will get you high. Nice on mic crack.
Summer edition.
So we're talking apricot strawberry. Ooh. Good smell?
This one smells good.
Oh, we might have a convert, folks. Thoughts? Initial?
I like it more than the peach edition.
Okay.
It's not...
It smells good.
It's not as Red Bull-y, but it doesn't taste like an energy drink. It just tastes like juice.
Fair enough.
It doesn't because there's always like a little bit of... It tastes flat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It tastes like flat flavor. There's no kick to it. There's no bubbles. There's no like
it's definitely
carbonation.
It's considerably sweeter than the peach.
Yes. But the flavor is not bad at all.
The flavor's not bad.
Not a lot of Red Bull flavor.
No.
I like that I'm miming Italian over here.
Those 8 years of mime school paid off. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's not too bad.
It's a fun flavor. I'm never the biggest You're a bigger strawberry guy than me. I like raspberry so much better than strawberry. That's why.
Right.
So, and when it's, when it's in some sort of combination, I'll go the something raspberry instead of the something like raspberry lemonade over strawberry lemonade. Right. Raspberry rhubarb pie over strawberry rhubarb pie. Controversial take, but it's fucking great.
It's not because I hate rhubarb, so I'm not eating.
Oh, love rhubarb.
And also, did you say cake and not pie?
I might have said cake.
Yeah.
I would eat that. I would eat that too. I did mean pie, but I said cake.
I don't like rhubarb. I don't like anything that if you eat the wrong half, you die.
You do. You do gotta watch what part of the rhubarb.
If it's green, don't eat it.
Yeah, but red part, delicious.
Not so much.
Love it.
I still don't think I would buy it. It's not bad.
I would not buy it either, but I'm cautiously optimistic for the green.
Well, so far these ones have not disappointed. I can't believe we're doing
what a day.
4 drinks today that we all thought would be awful.
We're not even doing the movie today,
and they're all like not bad at all. In fact, one of them's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the green edition, which okay, either red or yellow.
Yeah,
and it's neither.
Yeah, I'd even give you white. The inside of a red dragon fruit is white. Is the inside of a yellow dragon fruit also white or yellow?
Whitish.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
How we doing?
That's weird. I'm gonna let I'm gonna let you have the first sip.
Prima Snacta. Thank you so much.
Prima Snacta. It's weird. I like it's Yeah.
It smells more general tropical than dragon fruit.
It smells more like dragon and less like fruit. Dragging these balls across your face.
Oh. It's pretty good. How do I even put it?
Well, you put it back up to your mouth and take another sip. That's how you put it.
There's a non-fruit aspect to it. There's like literally a green aspect to it, like grassy, but not in a bad way. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Like leafy.
Yeah.
Not earthy, because earthy I associate with dirt. Yeah. It's not like a rooibos tea.
I know that. Yeah, it's got like a tea or like almost hibiscus something.
Yeah, like a similar vibe to a green tea. Is there is that the reason it's green? Maybe is there some sort of green tea or something involved?
I mean, do you think there's any information on this can?
It says water sugar flavor.
It just says green edition, the taste of dragon fruit, artificially flavored. Appreciated worldwide by top athletes, students, busy professionals, and travelers
on
long journeys. Red Bull, the green edition, and that's it.
Thanks, guys. And I assume the
carbonated water, sugar, glucose, fructose, citric acid, taurine, sodium, caffeine, blah blah blah
flavors.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Red Bull in Austria, and then distributed and imported from Tirana.
Yeah,
that's it. Look it up. See what it says.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
So, I'm thinking you're gonna put dragon fruit 1, peach nectarine 2, apricot strawberry 3rd.
I might, but I'd have to think about it.
Okay, I think I'm going apricot strawberry 1, dragon fruit 2, peach nectarine 3.
Okay.
Oh, I like that when you opened it, the can opened on the screen. Like the...
Yeah.
Adorable.
Are you going to tell me anything about?
No, it's the Red Bull. It's the Red Bull website. They're not going to tell you shit.
It's all secrets, isn't it?
Apple juice,
taurine, water. Thanks for telling me about the water.
Did it go up? Didn't it have like a little flip book up? There. Apple juice, grape juice, orange juice.
No, it's comparing the sugar or the caffeine.
Lame.
So it's a Red Bull's less caffeine than a home-brewed coffee.
I don't know if that's true, but okay.
Way less than coffee house coffee.
Where's the...
Much more than cocoa.
Oh. But is there some kind of secret...
Okay. So, okay. Shut the fuck up for a minute. Someone yelled at me for saying there was more caffeine in coffee than black tea. Because people are like, no, there's actually more in tea. I'm like, I know there's more than you think in tea, but there's more in coffee. That's why people drink fucking coffee for pick-me-ups and not tea. There's more. It's like double. You asshole. If I can remember who gave me shit for that, I will actually kill them.
I'm assuming it was a gay furry.
Probably.
Well, take your pick. You got a lot to choose from.
Just kill them all. Just to be safe. So I feel vindicated on that. Yeah, I guess I would. Yeah, I think dragon fruit first, and the other two are pretty similar. Mm-hmm. Maybe by a hair, the peach second. Yeah,
I like the apricot because it's a different flavor.
It is different. I respect it. Yeah, my last place still pretty good. Yeah, that's impressive.
Are you trying to tell me that we're only at 1 hour 10 minutes?
We are only at 1 hour.
Okay, we better stop.
And that's the show. Hope you enjoyed Michael Mann's Thief, 1981. Do I have any orders of business? No, nothing that important. I guess we can talk about the movie. You want to talk about the movie?
All right.
It was pretty good. Anyway.
Yeah,
that's the end of the show. So yeah, we found our way to Thief 1981 by way of Jimmy Kahn, friend of the show,
Jimmy Kahn,
who I often, just when you, without thinking too hard about things, you often confuse two things in your head. I often conflate him and James Woods because they're both of actors of similar ages whose first name is James, but only one of them is a right-wing asshole. And I would never want our friend Jimmy to be unfairly maligned that way. Because he's cool, right? People like James Caan?
I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cooler than his shit-ass son.
Cooler than his shit-ass son.
Star of TV's Hawaii 5-0. Which I think my parents watched. Watch? Is it still on? It might be on.
I bet.
$100 if you can tell me who the other guy is. I like how you are typing it into IMDb. That guy. What's that guy's name?
Alex O'Loughlin, maybe? Is Loughlin.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like a more...
Sure. He was in that bad J-Lo movie.
Oh, was he?
I don't know. Yeah, he was, but I don't remember what it's called.
Marry Me? Or a different...
No, like an older one.
Gigli?
The Wedding Planner, maybe?
That's a movie. There are 240 episodes.
The backup plan.
Of Hawaii 5-0.
That's a lot.
How many fucking seasons? Is that 12 seasons?
Something like that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Has it really been on that long? 2010?
2010 to 2020. Oh, is it over?
I don't know.
It's a sad day for
America.
Sad day for America if that's over. 10 seasons, 11 years. Browse episodes. The final season was the 2019-2020. COVID killed Hawaii 5-0.
Damn.
Sad.
Probably because Hawaii wouldn't let them back into film.
Exactly. After only 240 episodes. A life cut drastically short. Is Hurley from Lost in it?
Yeah.
Good for him.
What's Scott Conn going to do now?
What is Scott Conn going to do now?
Is that Wilmer Valderrama? Or no, maybe not. The guy in the bottom above Hurley. From here, it looked like Wilmer Valderrama. Is it Tony Jaa?
It might be Tony Jaa. It's Oh, hold on.
So is this just a cast of
just
Lost?
The cast of Lost. It's Daniel Day Kim. As we've established on the podcast, Daniel Day-Lewis is greatest acting role to date. Where he's been method acting a Korean man for 40 years.
If anyone could.
You know what? If anyone could.
A Korean man who turns into a goddamn jaguar.
Now, if I told you I was a Korean man, you would agree. He does turn into a goddamn jaguar. Everyone says the new Hellboy's bad. I say it's one of the best movies ever made. Look, the main story, garbage. David Harbour, not a very good Hellboy. Daniel Day Kim as Jaguar, 10 out of 10.
I'll tell you what the best movie is of all time that I was just reminded of.
Quickly Down Under.
Vertical Limit.
Vertical Limit.
Because within the first, 25 minutes of the movie, you get to see several people fall from a cliff and explode when they hit the ground.
Yep.
And then when they fast forward into the future, he's a wildlife photographer now, and he's photographing real snow leopards frolicking on the mountain together and play fighting. It's the best movie ever made.
You know what? That's pretty good.
Chris O'Donnell hiding in a shack, filming snow leopards playfully romping in the snow. How is it not the best movie ever made?
If that's the whole movie, great.
That's the whole movie.
I don't care.
I turned it off as soon as the snow leopards left. Whole movie.
I'm like, whoa, what am I going to stick around for? Conflict?
What if the snow leopards saved them in the end? That would be the best part.
Oh, it'd be good. Damn, there's all kinds of guys on Hawaii 5-0. You got
Chi.
You got your Che McBride. You've got most of the cast of Lost. You've got Hero from Heroes. And you've got
Hero.
You have Hello from Heroes, and a big fat Hawaiian guy, Taylor Wiley.
So they have Hurley and this guy,
2 fat guys.
I guess it is Hawaii.
I was gonna say, yeah, that doesn't work on any other show.
Brother,
I'm fat, brother.
Brother, I'm fat, brother.
He looks so much less fat on the poster.
Yeah, that's a good Photoshop job.
That might be a different person.
That's a very good Photoshop job. I'll tell you what's 2 really bad Photoshop jobs. What I love is when very high-profile, high-end companies don't hire the best people to do their work.
Yes.
One was that Photoshopped picture of Elias and Ezekiel. I don't know if you saw it. So
no,
they did like a picture of them backstage that was photoshopped. And
quick backstory for non-wrestling fans: there is a wrestler named Elias who
was a drifter,
who played the guitar,
beautiful drifter,
who then they just decided to literally not put on TV for the better part of a year.
Yeah,
and then he shaved his beard. And P.S.
got a haircut.
And shaved his beard too hard in his face.
He's all pockmarky now.
Looks fucked up. Yeah, he looks like Seal. And now he says he's his brother.
Yeah, his younger brother.
Kind of a funny bit, actually. Yeah. But anyway, that's the Elias Ezekiel deal. Go on.
They didn't do a good job with the hair of Ezekiel. Mm-hmm. So when they put it on, you can see like the the gaps between the hair.
Yeah.
And the other one is, I guess, the BBC photoshopped the picture.
Big Black Hawk.
Yeah.
Big beautiful Chinaman.
Big beautiful Chinaman. They photoshopped the Queen into the back of a car to make it look like she was alive still.
I was going to say, there's going to be a lot of photoshopping of the Queen leading up to the, her 140th anniversary as Queen.
As the monarch?
Yeah, as if she hasn't been dead for 2 years.
Hey, Scott.
Hey.
Name one person who's fucked their first cousin.
The Queen?
The Queen.
Me.
Prince Philip.
Jerry Lewis. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis. How is there 2 people both named Jerry Lewis?
At the same time.
It's weird.
Come on.
So, 1981's Thief
is really good.
Real good.
Michael Mann's first movie. Great first movie. Great directorial feature debut.
And written. And executive produced.
And executive produced and regular produced by his brother Ronnie.
By James Caan's brother Ronnie.
Sorry. Not Mann's brother. Yeah, by James Caan's brother, and of course, banger maker, Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
Who...
That's where he met William Peterson.
Oh.
Because he did CSI, right? Bruckheimer did CSI?
I think so.
He also, Drew's professional hockey league corner, is co-owner of the Seattle Kraken.
Oh, he is. That's right. That's cute. Good for him.
But it rules.
I've just become fascinated about Jerry Bruckheimer's net worth. He's got to be so fucking rich.
Oh, like $11 billion.
Going with the 11D.
$11 billion.
Almost $1 billion. Oh, 900 mil as of 2015.
Oh, he's way over that now.
He's over a bill. 1.1 bill.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. 1.1 bill in 2021. 1.2 bill now. Wouldn't it be kind of sick to make $100 million a year forever?
Yeah. Well, look at that. He literally is.
Bang, bang, bang. I mean, like, literally just put that in a decent yield investment fund, and you're making, and that's your 10%.
God damn. Must be nice.
Make your money work for you.
Yeah. I don't even
have $0.8 billion like he did in 2018.
I can't even fathom why one human being who just executive produces and produces television would need that much money.
Yeah. It's probably more than he'll spend.
Oh, you don't say.
I don't say.
Even on property taxes for the rest of his life, you don't think he's going to spend $1.2 billion.
I don't. I think he's going to have some left over when all is said and done.
Some change?
Yeah.
He's going to open his car and find a couple million just hanging out?
Yeah.
Oh, off-road.
That's not bad.
So,
I could do so much fucking damage with $1 billion. Holy shit. Mostly to myself, but... goddamn.
Get the surgery.
Obviously.
Book a wrestling show that has Okada versus Danielson.
The stupidest wrestling show.
Then make both of them get the surgery.
Oh! Before or after the match?
Before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what? After, then book the second show with them after the surgery.
With the rematch.
Yeah.
And see and compare and contrast. See if that was a mistake or not.
Yeah.
Well,
and then with the after you get your surgery, my surgery, Kelly's surgery, their surgery, book 2 wrestling shows. The remaining $1 billion you can use to fund eugenics.
Ooh, I do like eugenics.
Get some twins. See what happens.
Get some twins, but not even like quote unquote useful eugenics, just like Mengele shit.
Yeah, that's
just
what I'm
like
saying.
Sewing twins together, just injecting boiling water into babies' brains. just real heinous shit. The things.
What else are you gonna do? Oh no, sorry. You gotta buy Little St. James first.
Obviously, oh yeah, it was surprisingly affordable, right?
Yeah.
Little St. James for sale. Man, that came up quick in the search. 125 mil. 1/8 of my $1 billion, and I own Little St. James.
First of all, Jerry Bruckheimer, hear me out.
Jerry,
buy it. And then let Scott and I be the groundskeepers,
the executors,
and you never have to worry about it. I would be day and night. I would be working on your island to make sure that it's perfect.
Well, for free. P.S.
For free. You buy it. You let us live there.
Yeah,
done.
You're good. Your island is taken.
Gerald Bruckheimer.
Gerald Q. Bruckheimer.
Buy Little St. James and give it to Scott and I to be the custodians.
Oh, that's right.
And we'll get rid of the ghosts. we will be custodians and we'll ghost bust.
We will exorcise it. We'll get rid of the ghosts. There are ghosts. Let's not lie.
So fucking
that island is fucking haunted.
Do you remember?
That's the scary of 61st.
Have you seen the Lost World Jurassic Park, the second one?
Yes.
Remember when they're trying to get to the island and the Costa Rican ship captain won't take them to the island because he's afraid of what is the Isla dos Muertes?
Yeah.
And he says, no, if you go in there, you don't come back. That's what the locals think of Little St. James.
Yeah.
They won't go on the island because it's too haunted.
Any of the little inter-island boat taxis will not go to that one.
There's too many ghosts. They can't go.
Sorry, Little and Big St. James.
together
are 125 together.
Well, you only need little.
I was going to say, can I buy little only? Because if we're going on size, that means it's less than half of 125.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, this is becoming more affordable.
But what if it's got the prestige, so that's why it's more? What if you can get big St. James for,
true.
You know?
It might not just be square footage. Little St. James is 90 acres. Great St. James is 161 acres. Oh, fucking either way, Epstein, who is definitely not dead, is making a hell of a profit on this. He bought Little 25 years ago for $8 million.
Wow.
And Great in 2016 for $22 million.
Wow.
So $30 million investment for $95 million return.
Yep. That he's going to use to start a new island because he's not dead.
Absolutely.
Except for he was killed by the Clinton crime family after they had a cheese pizza party.
I love the Clinton crime family. They're my second favorite political family, behind, of course, the Bush Boys.
The Bush Boys.
2024.
Callback. Okay. Thief. Did you write notes?
Yeah, I wrote some notes.
How?
None of your fucking business.
Okay.
I'm stealthy.
I'm not going to ask any questions. So,
and I'll tell you no lies.
our boy Jimmy Kahn.
Yep.
He's you know what? He's a working man.
He is a working man.
He's got I'm the hardest working candy. I got 3 jobs, man.
Do they still make, was it Hall's Fruit Breezers?
No, they don't. Those have been long dead.
They were good.
I like them. So we start off with him and some accomplices.
Yep.
Masterminding and breaking into a safe.
Heisting it up.
Yep. He's using like a big ass magnetic drill to drill through the front of this.
And I've always, because you often see doing the drill trick for cracking safes. I'm like, if you can drill a hole in the safe, you don't need to be any better of a safe cracker than that, because just drill 100 adjacent holes and then you have a big hole and then just put your fucking hand through it. But it did look in this one, you can't drill all the way through. You can drill most of the way and then knock out the
You can drill to the mechanism.
Yeah.
And then that's what Jimmy did.
And that's literally what Jimmy did.
Yes.
Because you gave me some fun facts about this.
It turns out that instead of using dummied like props or dummied stuff, they literally spent $10,000 to buy the safe.
On a real ass safe.
And then hired former thieves to train the cast. And then they just did it for real. So like, that's awesome. Jimmy Kahn literally drilled into this safe, knocked out the mechanisms, opened the doors, got into the second layer, all by things he was taught by these guys.
And that's the safest safe cracking that he did in the movie.
Absolutely.
It only escalates from there.
Yeah. So he gets in there, and you obviously don't know what he's taking, but he just starts chucking diamonds.
The first number of things he came across seemed to displease him.
It was like a tray full of like gold nuggets, garbage, more gold, garbage, smaller like diamonds, garbage. Yeah. Just chucking them. And I'm like, those are probably still worth some money.
They're in the safe with the other stuff.
But then
he's a diamond man.
He's a diamond man. So he finds a bunch of little package like slips with diamonds in them.
Uncut gems.
Uncut gems. Which I said this should be a prequel to.
You can't prove it's not a shared universe.
I mean, there's a Jewy guy in Uncut Gems, and there's an Italian Jewy guy in this one.
He is the most Italian Jewish man in Hollywood.
Yes, he is. He takes those to his guy, his money guy, who then he gives him the diamonds diamonds, makes the deal with them, and then that guy kills himself. Or is he made to look like he was?
I think he was killed. Yeah,
but by who?
I don't know.
They never revealed who did it.
It sounded like the deal went bad, and they killed him. They killed him after they got the diamonds. But it sounded like, because the transaction took place, because the dead guy had the money, but James obviously couldn't get the money because it was on a dead guy.
Yeah, and the cops are there.
Yeah. So I don't actually know.
Huh.
It's a fair point.
That is interesting. Yeah. So his Number 2 is young
baby James Belushi.
Baby James Belushi,
not Jim yet. A lot of Jameses in this movie.
Yeah. So he's his hacker, his wire guy,
his Hawaiian shirt wearing hacker guy.
His Hawaiian shirt wearing hacker guy.
Yeah.
So he kind of lets him know that, like, all right, well, I didn't make the deal because he's fucking dead and he has all of our money on him.
Yeah.
So Jimmy decides to take it upon himself to go visit like a guy. Like, at first you don't really know who he is.
Yeah. Well, that guy must have, I don't think he was there, but he's associated with the people who killed him because there's a reason he went there. He didn't just
he must have. Yeah, I guess.
Like,
unless he knew that guy
would have been involved.
But not necessarily killed him.
Right.
But I'm sorry, before we say that, one of Jimmy's jobs is that he runs a car dealership.
Yeah.
So he not only is breaking into safes for millions of dollars on his off time, but then he's also
a used car huckster.
And he also owns a bar.
Yes.
Which he spends a decent amount of time taking phone calls in.
Yeah, that's his office.
That's his office.
Yeah.
So he goes and visits this guy, and the guy tells him, like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, what money? Like, what are you talking about? And he goes, listen, motherfucker. Like, I know who you are. You know who I am. Give me my goddamn money. This guy then tells him, like, I'll introduce you to the guy, like, the one who's got the money.
Mm-hmm.
So they go and have like a nighttime meetup in a shipyard where he pretty much tells him, like, listen, that guy's dead. He's he had all of my money. You owe me all of the money. And he's like, do I? Like,
do I?
What do I owe you the money? So he kind of talks him into, like, okay, fine, yeah, here's the money. I'll pay you, but sort of under the condition that, like, you work for me now. Like, I'll give you all of the stuff you need, like, as far as, like, tools and information and all that stuff. I'll set up I'll tell you when they're going down at the heist, and then you can go in and do all the work for me. I'll give you a cut, and then that's just sort of what you do now. You don't do your own thing. Mm-hmm. And he sort of, like, is very reluctant at first. He's kind of like, he obviously doesn't want to work for someone.
He's his own man.
And it's sort of like it's not until later on, but, like, it is sort of alluded to that he wants to do, like, one big score and get out. Like, he's sick of the job because he's already got other things going, and he likes this girl who's, like, a bartender at his bar,
or waitress
or something,
cashier or something,
or floozy, bar floozy.
And he's got a vision board.
Because
apparently Michael Mann wrote The Secret.
He wrote The Secret. He really did.
And James Caan's trying to manifest his ideal future.
Yes. So Jimmy's got a friend who's in prison, his pen pal, who used to be his mentor, which is played by Willie Nelson.
Who's old in 1981.
Who looks awful. And he's still alive now.
I'm like, this was made more than 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's old and not looking great here.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And how old is he now, did we say? 90?
He turns 90 next year.
Boy.
Yeah.
And he still tours. It's crazy.
He's an amazing guy.
I guess
I'm pro Willie.
Marijuana probably keeps you alive, so we should all just be getting high as fuck, boy.
I guess we should smoke more loud.
Yeah. So yeah, he goes and visits Willie in jail, and Willie's telling him that he's got
some kind of angina bullshit.
Some mangina bullshit.
He's got a mangina.
And he doesn't want to die in prison, so Jimmy's like, okay, I'll work on getting you out.
Yeah.
Then he starts dating the girl, the bar floozy, and they get married, and they're gonna buy a house, and he wants to have kids, but she's barren. She's got a desert down there.
She is. Although I wasn't sure at first because she didn't specifically say. She said, I can't have kids. I'm like, you can't have children or you won't have children. Like, are you barren or just a bitch?
Yeah. Well, also too, like, the conversation was right after he admitted to her that he is a thief who went to prison.
Oh, that whole scene.
The prison story.
A lot of
nuts
information came to light.
Yeah.
in that. He was originally busted for stealing $40. And then...
And he got 10 months? No, 2 years.
2 years and served...
2 years on...
Served some months.
And then, yeah.
And then some of the other rabble rousers at the jail tried to turn him out, and there was some sort of manslaughter beef, and he got another 9 years. And then we thought that's all he was going to say.
We're like, oh, okay, well, sure, that happens.
But then he went into like vivid detail.
He's telling the woman he loves, the vivid details of prison life.
Yeah, on how there
was a gang of like convicts and also guards.
Yeah, led by this 300-pound monster.
Yeah,
named Morphus. Who couldn't read or write.
But he could fuck.
And they'd come down to the cells of the newer guys.
Yeah, the younger boys.
And they'd bring them upstairs for hydrotherapy, which is a fun way to say gang rape.
Gang rape. Bukkake.
And James was not psyched about this turn of events.
Because he hates fags. You're gonna tell me that in the guise of this movie, he's not one of those guys that doesn't how could one man do that to another man?
Yeah, that's about right. I'd say that tracks. So upon hydrotherapy time, he found some sort of makeshift weapon and like kneecapped a bunch of guys and beat Morphus nearly to death.
Yeah, gave him severe brain damage,
and he died
2 years later. He said,
yeah,
but he also said, I kneecapped the first ones, got a few other guys, then got Morphus, then they did some stuff to him.
Yeah.
And so is that implying that he still got raped?
He definitely got physically assaulted. Unclear if he got sexually assaulted. I mean, that's what he was there for. So probably.
I mean, also, if you only got a couple of them, the rest of them are still fine. Yeah. So they could still bang.
It was a gang rape. It wasn't a 3-guy rape.
Yeah, 3-guy rape.
That's that band that did Mama Told Me Not to Come? 3-guy rape.
3-guy rape. Make that the description of the episode. You can't.
I'll write it down because it's very funny.
You can't.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure I should go back to back Gatorade black guys and 3-guy rape. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
I am writing it down. Although I do still already have Bush Boys 2024 and PDT.
PDT. That feels like 4 hours ago.
So long ago. And also before the diner scene where he
tells her all the great
grim details of his life story. Jimmy Conn roughly handles this woman.
Yeah, he drags her out of the bar. Then he puts her in the car and he goes to go around the car. She tries to get it. He goes back. He's like, no. All right. So he drags her around to his side, gets her in through the driver's side so he can get
to the big bench seat. Oh, P.S. is 1981. Everyone drives a boat.
Yeah, just a ship.
That gets 1 mile per gallon.
Yeah, and when they turn corners, they almost always hit each other.
It takes the whole street to turn. It takes the whole 4-lane street to do one right turn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's great. And then when they're in the car, I guess on the way to the diner, it's all one big scene. He literally goes full Joe Bluth. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that in my $3,000 suit. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was having a day. So there's a hearing for Willie Nelson's release.
Yes.
And it took us a second to figure out what the fuck was going on between Nelson's lawyer and the judge. I'm like, Is this some weird early 80s thing we don't know about putting your hands on your face a bunch?
Well, at first the judge did it.
Judge did it.
And then when the lawyer did it, we were like, is he mocking
making
the
fun
judge?
of the judge's
like,
hand
is he
gesture?
calling the judge a sissy boy?
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, I'm going to rest my fingers on my face.
But then we sort of noticed that they're holding up a number of fingers
two.
on their cheeks.
And then it was like 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And
So
then 3 and 3.
it was the judge and lawyer negotiating how much the lawyer was going to bribe the judge.
Yeah.
And then they worked it out. And then the judge orders the release, and it'll be done shortly. And then, as the lawyer is just leaving the courtroom, still in the
halls of the courthouse,
the wide open, brightly lit halls of the courthouse, Jimmy Kahn just hands him an envelope full of money, as you do.
Of course.
Willie Nelson gets out, immediately dies.
Yeah.
Dies in hospital.
Collapses on the stairs, leaving the courthouse.
Yeah.
Goes immediately to the hospital.
Yeah. And Jimmy Kahn...
Due to his mangina.
Jimmy Kahn visits him in the nick of time, 3 seconds before he dies. Willie Nelson gives him a little lost in translation whisper in the ear that we never...
He said, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Because he didn't die in prison.
Right. I prefer lost in translation.
Which is what... I like that there used to be a subreddit that was people like saying what he said. Some of them are pretty funny. But I think it's gone now.
I'm gay.
I can smell your pussy.
Did they fuck in the movie? Or were they just...
No, I don't think they did.
They
no,
didn't.
Because she was technically with Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah, and was also technically like 17 years old.
Sure.
And Bill Murray was, I don't know, conservatively 65.
55? Because he's like 65-ish now, isn't
2004?
he? Yeah.
He'd be in his 50s.
In his 50s? Yeah.
You know what? I'll fucking tell you.
And she might have been slightly older.
She was more than 17, but like
19,
there was
20.
A gap.
Yeah.
Bill Murray was born in the year, well, at least Lost in Translation as his first credit. 2003. I always have it in my head as a 2004 movie. I apologize to the to Ms. Coppola.
Have you seen any of her other movies?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen her newer one? The one that's Bill Murray and Rashida Jones?
No. Hold on. So one thing at a time. Bill Murray is born in 1950.
No, 3 things at a time.
He's 53 here. Scarlett is born in
87.
Is she younger than me? I don't care for people.
I think she's a year younger than me.
84, older than you, younger than me.
Sexy.
So she's 19. 19 and 53. Good numbers.
I'm cool with that.
What
movie? She's in the Woody Allen movie Scoop.
Haven't seen
which
Scoop.
Is her and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And she's a little chunkier in it. And there's
I don't think I would mind
scene
Scarlett a little
where
chunkier.
She's swimming in the pool.
Yeah.
And she gets out of the pool and she's got huge tits. Like enormous. And I've seen that movie one time the year it came out.
Yep.
And I will never forget her boobs when she got out of the pool.
Still jerking off to it.
Yeah. I was like, wow, look at the size of those things.
I have seen 3 Sofia Coppola movies. I've seen Lost in Translation. I've seen her first, The Virgin Suicides. And I've seen The Beguiled. And I surprisingly haven't seen The Bling Ring. I always kind of meant to and didn't get to it.
I have seen all of those plus 1 because I've seen Mary and Antoinette.
Yeah.
On the Rocks is the one I was talking about.
Okay. The Beguiled is good, by the way.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I'm assuming you haven't seen the original, which is a very different movie.
Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't.
It's Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
And
that's already a very different
And it's
movie.
very much more of a Clint Eastwood movie than like a dark...
He shoots all the women?
He shoots all the women while saying gook.
That's my
and
Clint.
Zipperhead.
Clint always coming through.
But this one, yeah.
And then has multiple 3-ways at age 92.
Well, yeah. He must stink so bad. Because, like, old men stink.
Yeah.
And he's, like, 97 in that movie.
He's so old.
And he fucks multiple times.
It's amazing. We should all be so lucky as to have that self-indulgent a movie made about us.
I hope I don't live that long. Don't worry. I won't.
Don't worry. We're having 5 energy drinks. Damn, this is pretty good Mountain Dew.
I keep sipping it and now I'm like, this is good.
It's that's as close as I'm ever getting to distortion again, so I'll take it.
You know what it's kind of a little bit like is Pepsi Lime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I always loved Pepsi Lime.
I like Pepsi Lime. I like Pepsi Twist.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like Pepsi Blue.
Nope.
Kept buying it, though.
Kept buying it.
There was something weird in it.
It was just different, and that's all that was important.
Yep.
Hot take.
Hot take.
I think Sofia Coppola is not bad looking.
She is, in fact, not bad looking.
Then I redact my hot take.
You know what? Francis Ford. Not bad looking.
Back in the day, kind of a hunk.
Handsome man.
Yeah. I mean, now maybe, but I haven't seen him in years.
I think all the Coppolas are hot young. And it's mixed results as time goes on. With your Francis Fords, your Nicholases.
Well, I think Nicholas
Sophias.
would be fine if he stopped dyeing his hair and getting plugs and
doing
stuff.
Whatever he's
like
doing on top of
if
his
he
head.
hadn't aged naturally, I bet you he would be more handsome.
Probably. I agree.
But because he keeps trying to de-age himself.
Yeah. It's a little funny. He's trying his best.
He's trying too hard.
He is trying too hard. James Caan, and we haven't even mentioned the romantic interest by name, Tuesday Weld.
60s
beauty.
And he's a welder.
Holy shit. Didn't even occur. That must be why they cast her.
It has to be.
60s beauty, 1981. Okay looking.
She's fine.
She's fine.
She's fine for a 38-year-old woman.
Yeah. Imagine being 38 and still having it together.
I can't.
So they go to an adoption agency.
Yeah.
It goes, I don't know, poorly.
The adoption agent is a real bitch about Jimmy Caan being an ex-convict.
Yeah. So, and he's like, look, I know, I ain't perfect. Like, I'll take one of the less, I'll take one of the less desirable ones. You got a black kid, I'll take a black kid. You got a chink, I'll take a chink. I don't know. You got older ones, I'll take an 8-year-old black chink. I'm like, that's maybe the best thing I've ever heard in a movie. That's just good writing.
That's perfect writing.
Michael Mann, I mean, you got a fan for life right here.
Yeah, you do.
He's escorted out by security.
And he's real fucking mean to the security guard.
And he's very mean to the security guard.
He's got the weirdest body. He's like 6'4".
He's a tall man. He's a lanky man. But can you be lanky and fat?
Yeah.
He's that.
He's like Slender Man if he had a gut and sub-tits.
Yeah, kind of. He's kind of like a weirder bodied Bob Einstein, Super Dave.
Yeah.
Looking type. Yeah, he's a weird dude. Anyway, James.
I'd have trouble picking you out of a line of.
Jimmy Caan was rightfully mean to him.
Yeah.
But they still want a baby. So the guy who he's now sort of
his boss
beholden to, just like helps them buy a baby.
What's his first name? Jim Prosky?
Robert Prosky. You probably don't know the name. I didn't. You've absolutely seen the guy.
Did you have a tab open with him?
I did, but then I got psyched about the Coppolas and Lost
of your 95 open tabs.
I got a few down since
What's this North Korea video that's playing next to his picture?
Great question. It's a trailer for
Don't do it.
Why don't
it's
you
gonna play
the name of The Chamber 2016?
Oh, they made a remake of The Chamber?
I guess.
But it's North Korea instead of white supremacists?
Yeah. That's different. Robert Prosky, he's got a very round face.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would recognize him as the guy that hires Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire to do the show, and then he has the dinner meeting with him where he accidentally goes back and forth between regular Robin and Mrs. Doubtfire, and then he gets hired as the Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, he's the guy who runs the news or the television station.
What a merry mix-up.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's maybe, is it Robin Williams? It's one of his best movies, honestly.
Yeah.
It's one of the top 3, top 4 for sure.
Yeah.
And especially as far as comedy. Because, like,
Yeah,
I mean, Good Morning Vietnam's really good, but it's not a comedy.
Not really.
Dead Poet Society is great, but it's not a comedy.
Nope.
Good Will Hunting's great, but it's not a comedy. Yeah. And it's also not a Robin Williams movie. But.
Since you started talking, I've been half paying attention to you and half trying to decide if What Dreams May Come is good or schlocky.
Ooh, that's tough.
It is tough, right? I think it honestly depends on your mood.
It's a hard watch if you're not in the mood for the movie.
Very. I think if you're in the mood, it works.
I think I tried to watch it 3 times over the course of 10 years before I actually watched the movie.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'd start it,
and you're
20 minutes in, and I'm like, I'm just not in the mood for this.
Yeah. When you finally watched it, were you in the mood?
Yeah.
And how did you feel about it?
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same
I like
boat.
him. I like Cuba. Yep. I like the weird, wild, like, painting world.
It's cool.
Of Purgatory. Like, that's really weird and cool.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's done that since then.
Who the hell directed that? Anyone of note?
Christopher Nolan.
That's not true.
Oh, okay.
That is objectively not true.
Peter Berg.
Who's his wife? Oh, Annabella Sciorra.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Madeline Stowe.
Vincent Ward.
Vincent Price.
What do we know of Vincent Ward? He has not done much. It is the only thing I've ever seen by him, and he's done...
What is he in Alien 3? An actor?
No.
Well, Alien 3's at the top.
He did the story for Alien 3.
Oh.
Not the screenplay, just the story. He had an idea about
It's something. A shame it's the worst Alien movie.
Sure is. I mean, it's the worst of the first 3. I think it can get worse after that.
I think Resurrection's better than 3. 3 is a cluttered mess.
3 is a mess. Yeah, actually, Resurrection actually might be better.
And Resurrection's directed by Jeannot. Whatever the hell his name.
Jeannot.
Of,
I'm going to let you work it out.
Amelie fame and Micmacs and Delicatessen and that new one that's on Netflix that no one's watched.
Oh, yeah. Should I watch that? Really going down the... Yeah. Alien 3 is Fincher's worst movie, right?
But it's because there was tons of studio interference.
Yeah. Who's our guy? Jeunet. Jean-Pierre Jeunet. Yeah.
Yeah. Who did he does all those great movies.
Ooh, his new one's called Big Bug.
Big Bug, yeah. It's on Netflix.
Is it a sequel to Micmacs? Because it sort of sounds like that. Micmacs, Big Bug, you know.
Yeah. Have you seen Micmacs? Have you seen Micmacs?
I have not.
It's good. It's like a it's like a silly heist movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very fun. And and pretty much every character has autism.
Excellent.
Much like Amelie, where she's fully autistic.
Completely, and I love it.
And also, Delicatessen is... shout out to anyone who has seen Delicatessen and can concur with me that it is a great movie.
I've been meaning to see it forever. And
it's so fun.
Yeah, I definitely want to see.
It's so well put together.
I've had it down.
Yeah,
I've had it legally acquired forever.
Yes, legally you've had it.
It's legally on my hard drive.
But I will put up that Alien Resurrection is better than Alien 3. But
I'll allow it. But watch yourself.
They're also terrible.
But yeah, Vincent Ward of What Dreams May Come has done nothing besides that. So he got in and got out, and good for him. But how do we get into Robin Williams? Oh, Robert Prosky. Yeah, he's I kept thinking he was Santa in something because he's Santa looking, but it's because he is in
because he plays Satan in something.
That's very funny. He's the judge, not Santa, in Miracle on 34th Street, the new 1994 one.
Yeah, the Richard Attenborough.
Yeah. With the Matilda bitch in it, who in recent years has become real mouthy on Twitter. she can knock it off.
Yeah. Keep running your big mouth, bitch. See what happens to you.
Drew to Matilda actress. Fuck around and find out. You heard it here.
Don't tread on me, bitch.
Who did the obviously ad-libbed line of Dr. Wizard? Was that Prosky?
It was Prosky.
Okay, yeah. So, in discussing the job,
the big heist,
because Khan is like, all right, I'll do one big heist for this guy. Fucking, the fuck it, suck it, get in, get out, and I'm done for good. Retire. Destiny manifested.
Yeah.
Vision board all the way
completed.
And so he's saying what a difficult job it is, and like it's the kind of safe you can't drill. And Brodsky said, well, Mitch said that you were Dr. Wizard. You're
like, what the hell is Dr. Wizard?
There's no way that was a written line. And if it was, honestly, hats off to Michael Mann for thinking of something that insane. But it sounded ridiculous. So they go to do the heist. A couple of cops have been fucking with Khan because they know to some degree there's a heist coming and that Khan is a heist guy, though he's never been caught for it. So they're like, hey, it's all cool. Give us 10 points on it and we'll leave you alone. Just go nuts.
No, I think they said, "Oh, we're in on it. We have 10 points on it."
That's right. They acted
and then he's like, "On what?" And they're like, "Come on, the heist with
the big heist,
with the thing." Like we're in on it because they're trying to get him to admit to it, so they can bust him. They're actually they're not even corrupt.
Yeah,
they're playing corrupt to try and trick Jimmy into giving up information.
Yeah. And Khan's like, "Hey, fuck you.
Hey, go fuck yourself, asshole.
Yeah,
you want to buy a car? Come to me. Other words, get the fuck off mine."
Yeah. Yeah, which is great. So he on heist night he has to lose the cops.
Yeah, which he does a great job of. Well, that's after they've picked him up.
They pick him up, beat the shit out of him.
They pick him up, break his taillight, take him in for that, then beat the living shit out of him.
Yeah.
Then they release him, but they put a tracker on his car.
He calls one of them a wop.
Yeah, first he calls him Puerto Rican. He goes, "There's not a lot of
knowing he's Italian." He calls him.
He says, "There's not a lot of They don't let a lot of Puerto Ricans on the force." He goes, "Listen, asshole, I'm Italian." He goes, yeah, I can smell the wop all over you,
greasy Dago wop Guinea. Damn, that's a good movie.
They release him, but they put a tracker on his car.
Yeah, which they then track with sonar. It's the craziest.
It's literally like watching Jaws. Like nothing. Bloop.
It's the Hunt for Red October.
Oh yeah, Hunt for Red October. Yeah, absolutely. Like bloop. And so,
starring Russian actor Sean Connery.
He figures it out, and he very secretively goes and plants it on a bus
going to Des Moines.
So then they think they're tracking him, but they're tracking the bus.
Yeah.
So then they go to the whole
think of your dick as a bus. Because even a small bus is still a huge bus.
Is it a flare bus?
Flare bus. The weirdest thing we've ever seen.
The stupidest, dumbest thing. That's where a bunch of girls watch Ric Flair fuck a bus.
That's correct. The natural progression from Bang Bus.
So they're at the heist. So it's him, James Belushi, their other guy who doesn't really have a lot of lines, or
that might be Mitch.
Mitch is like one of the bad guys.
Yeah, he's one of Leo's guys.
This is their like lookout guy, and then driver.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really have any lines, or
he hangs out. Yeah. Neither does Dennis Farina.
Farina has no lines. He just shoots guns and gets killed. William Peterson of CSI fame
and of Michael Mann's next movie,
Manhunter, has a very small cameo role as a bartender.
Yep.
And then there's also what's his name? Saul Close. No,
Del Close.
Del Close,
inventor, cursed inventor of improv comedy.
Yeah. As like a random mechanic character. So the heist is this like massive. I mean, it's supposed to. It's implied that it's like this, brand new high end like state of the art building, but it's literally just a building in Los Angeles.
It's a building.
Is it Los Angeles?
Yeah. It was the Bank of California.
Oh, the California. Yeah. So, but it's really just a building.
Yeah.
And so, before the heist, they're discussing like, well, there's 5 layers of security, and they don't know what the 5th layer of security is, so there's no way to get around it. And so Belushi has to do some work to like bug some phone lines and whatever.
Yeah.
And so they have to go in through the roof, but it's never really established how they get on the roof.
That is a very good
because they were talking about why don't you just break in, take the elevator to the top, get out, and then break in through the through the roof.
Yeah,
and they're like, no, because the elevators shut down and lock out, and so you can't use the elevators.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they get on the roof of the building.
Was there a helicopter scene that was cut, perhaps?
Maybe. Or did they parasail from the roof of a taller building?
Ooh, could be.
Who knows?
Could have been a zip line.
What movie is that from? That's in a movie.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you what movie it's from because it's stupid. I believe...
3 Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain.
I believe it's Johnny English Reborn.
Oh, very good.
And he lands on the wrong building and then goes in to like do something, and it's just like a Mexican maid cleaning.
Sounds right.
It's very silly. But also, I love Rowan
love Rowan Atkinson. So, I'm not surprised you've seen that. I'm going to guess more than once.
Even though
I
believe he's got some questionable stances on some topics.
I can't see an older British actor having some sort of controversial takes on something.
Well, interesting you would say that.
I'm going to not look anything up and continue loving him.
I don't remember what it is, though. I just remember he said something controversial. Maybe it was just about cancel culture, and he was sort of like...
Oh, it actually might have been.
He was angry about libtards being too libtardy, and...
So he was just being right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mean right wing. I mean literally correct.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although right wing is correct, but
sure.
So they had to break in through the roof. So they cut a hole, and so Jimmy Kahn again, much like cracking the safe earlier.
Yeah.
It's just oh boy, what happened?
Piece of chip.
Maybe.
Or did the heat from the Flamin' Hot finally get you? There it is.
No. 2 hours.
2 hour
delay. So yeah, much like cracking the safe earlier, he's got a
power saw,
like a circular saw, like a massive handheld circular saw.
He's just whipping around power
and
tools.
He's actually cutting through the roof of the building.
Yeah,
well, like a fake roof, but
but he is using a circular saw.
It's not a prop, which is crazy.
Yeah,
you are not allowed to do that anymore.
No, you wouldn't see a lot of A-list actors.
You could have an A-list actor who it doesn't start acting till he's 40, and from 17 until 39 he was a roofer.
Yeah,
like that was his profession.
You still can't do it.
And then he gets into a movie and they're like, no.
Of course,
we have to hire.
Of course, you can't.
We have to hire a stunt guy.
You maniac.
Yeah, you are not anywhere on set. We're gonna have the B cam film this. Like it's crazy. You cannot do that stuff anymore, and it's rad that they're doing all these stunts.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So they cut into the roof. They wiretap the power grid and stuff so that they can monitor the alarms.
And one of the big things about getting in was they identified 5 alarms, but only 4 were connected to the phone lines.
Yes.
And they couldn't figure out what the 5th was.
I already said that.
But did you say what you proposed it was?
No, I did not say what I proposed it, but I said that they couldn't figure out the 5th one.
You proposed that it might be a bear.
It's just a bear. Bear's not connected to the phone line. There's a bear in the basement. When the alarm goes off, they just let the grizzly loose, and it goes where it wants.
Yeah.
And it may never leave the first floor.
Yeah.
And you might be fine, but it might also make a beeline for the top floor, and you're fucked. Michael Mann's Grizzly Man.
Grizzly Michael Mann.
Grizzly Michael Mann. It's a real Grizzly Smith situation where Michael Mann fucks a bunch of kids.
Oh my god,
Grizzly Smith,
including his daughter.
Did he?
Or daughter-in-law?
Yeah, or like
he fucks someone related by blood or marriage, for sure.
Yeah.
And
Probably. Daughter.
then sometimes you just bring a 9-year-old home and tell you to fix her a daiquiri.
Well, what is she supposed to drink? Water.
That's true.
Water. So yeah, they tap in, they monitor all the alarms, they listened in on wiretaps, they know what the passcode is to break the 5th lock.
Yeah.
Now they're at the safe and they're like, we're good to go. Like we are home free. Nobody's fucking coming. Let's do this. And they had figured out a way to get through the safe
Yeah.
which was to
James Caan went to his
guy,
his James Bond's Q, which
stands for queer.
He's queer. Who rigged up some crazy.
Well, I think it was just like I don't think it was rebar, but it was like a welding. It was almost like a solder thing, right?
Yeah, it's like I think it's some kind of like thermite reaction.
Yeah. So it's like a massive pole.
Yeah.
That's like
go on.
That's like 20 feet long.
Yeah.
And he's got it attached to like a handheld like almost like a drill, like a massive drill. And then what they do is they're going to light the end with a blowtorch until it's like molten hot.
Yeah, sparks everywhere.
And then they're going to use that to
literally melt the front of the safe.
Yeah. But the thing is, they're doing it for real.
100% for real.
James Belushi lights it with
sparks everywhere without no eye protection.
No eye protection. And he's looking directly at it.
It's crazy.
And then the third guy, who's like the driver, lookout guy who doesn't say a word.
Driver, you are the wheelman.
He's in charge of the fire extinguisher. Because they almost light the floor on fire the whole time.
They must have done this once before.
Yes.
And lit the floor on fire.
Absolutely.
So like we're going to need a guy to go along with a fire extinguisher as this
and
goes.
spray the floor. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
keep spraying
because the floor was carpet.
Yeah.
There was like a carpet strip going right down the middle to the thing, to the safe, and that's where they were walking. Yeah, he literally just had to follow along and constantly spray the fire extinguisher. And he had to spray the door, too.
Yeah, I would love to see take one of this.
Yes, I want outtakes of the door, of the burning carpet. So yeah, they use it and like they're doing it for real, and there's a lot of really cool insert shots of them burning the door. So they're literally like cutting the safe door in half, so the bottom part falls off and the top half is just still attached.
Yeah.
That has the locking mechanism in it. And then James Belushi. James Belushi just goes under the door and just starts loading up a bag full of
and just like
billions of dollars.
Every blood diamond that's ever been mined from Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a shitload
the
of
deepest, darkest, blackest Africa.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then they've completed the task and they're like, okay, like the way to get away from it is go out of town. So they go to San Diego for a few days.
Right near the beach.
Right near the beach to try and lay low so that, if anybody looks into it, they're not in the city.
Yeah.
They come back and he goes to meet up with the boss about getting his money.
Get
paid. And he gives him a bag and he goes, yo, like this is
1/10 of my $800,000.
Yeah. So his boss goes, well, yeah, that's the cash portion.
Part. And then I invested the rest in these shopping centers that we have, and you have equity in this and blah, blah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm looking out for my people.
He's like, yeah, cool. Give me all my money.
I want my fucking money.
Yeah.
Now, like looking at it, obviously he's kind of, he's mad, he wants out and whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a smarter way to do it.
Yeah.
But I guess whatever.
He acted a little rash.
Yeah, he blew a top.
Yeah.
So he gets aggressive with them. He wants his money. He threatens them and says, if I don't get the money in 24 hours, like I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out.
Everybody dies.
So he leaves, and then they go and grab James Belushi and kidnap him, and they want information out of him, and then he tries to escape. They
blow him away.
With a shotgun, and he has the most silly. Well, at the time,
so far,
the silliest flopping around death.
By the end of the movie, not the case.
By the end of the movie, it's number 2 at a distance.
A distant number 2.
So he gets shot up against like a van. There's blood splatter. He hits the ground, and then he like flops around for 3, 4, 5, 8 seconds.
Yeah, he really goes for it.
Finally dies.
Yep.
And then they go get Jimmy Caan. They beat him up. There's the cool scene where Caan is like laying on the ground looking up.
Yeah.
And Prosky's like standing over him looking down.
Yeah.
And the camera shot is literally the view of Jimmy Caan like straight up.
Jimmy Caan POV looking
upside down.
Yeah.
It was cool.
There's lots of good shots. There's some good shots like from the top down all the circular stairs in the
when Belushi's running out after he's got the information.
Yeah.
That was really cool. There was a cool tracking shot of what was it? The bus.
Yeah.
When he plants the thing on the bus and then it like follows behind, goes along the side, flips out in front, and then goes up to the sign,
Des Moines sign,
which is really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like visually, it was very, very cool.
It's almost like Michael Mann rules.
It's almost like he knew what he was doing in 1981.
Yeah,
and I mean, he only made one dud after that.
Ali, looking at you.
But also
Public Enemies.
Also Public Enemies. It's boring.
Yeah.
But one thing we definitely need to talk about before we get to the end is the fucking soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
The music for this is
Tangerine Dream,
and it is
synth all day.
German synth, but it is so cool.
It's awesome.
It sounds
I love it.
So good.
Yeah.
And there's lots of parts where it really takes over like the scene, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But we said there's a couple scenes.
There's a couple there's a couple mixing issues where the music is way too loud and the dialogue is way too soft.
Yeah. And there was a few times where there was adjusting the volume on the TV on the sound bar because we were like, oh, that's way too loud, or I can't hear what they're saying.
Anything. Yeah. Yes, on the positive side.
On the positive side, there was 2 awesome scenes where sound, music, like everything cut out.
Totally cut.
Total silence, and you're just hearing what is happening in the scene.
Like
footsteps and breathing and silence.
It's great.
Which was awesome.
Super effective.
Especially in the final showdown, which I mean we'll get to in a second, but that was just, you just hear walking, you just hear the noise of like what's going on in the house. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
And
because otherwise there is a lot of soundtrack throughout most of the movie. It's so effective when they cut everything and it's so quiet,
and you notice it. It's not just I didn't realize there wasn't any music. Like you hear it's
jarring.
There's nothing. It's great. Yeah, it's awesome. And I think Manhunter's a lot like that too. Manhunter is the same. It's also them. Tangerine Dream also does Manhunter, and it is also like perfectly fits every scene. And then I think there is also a couple scenes where there is some either silence or it's really toned down specifically for something.
Right.
So hopefully that's what ends up getting picked when Scott posted the poll yesterday. And wait a minute.
Yeah, we won't be announcing next week's movie today, but why don't I put the poll up today when y'all are listening to this? And you can decide our next Michael Mann movie between Manhunter 1984 or 5 ? The Insider 1999, and were we gonna do Heat 1995?
I thought we were doing
6, or were we gonna do The Keep?
I thought The Keep
1983.
Demons and Nazis. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Heat, so. Yeah.
And it's great, but isn't it also kind of long? Isn't it like 3 hours?
We've answered our own question if it's 3 hours. Let me tell you that. Heat 1995. 250. Guess what we're not doing? Heat.
Awesome movie, but
but who's got the time? So yes, our 3 movies will be Manhunter, The Keep, and The Insider.
P.S. I'm gonna watch The Keep irregardless of what happens.
Might watch The Keep anyway. But so that's what you get.
That's it.
Good to know.
Anyways, so
I'm glad
I'm glad that I mentioned it.
I'm glad you mentioned
before you
that.
put it up.
I forgot how long Heat is.
Also, I think Heat might have won. So Heat, because Heat is very good.
And it probably the most popular of those movies.
Absolutely. Although, I mean, Manhunter could have maybe pulled it out.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people have seen the Insider. And I'm sure no one other than horror fans have seen The Keep.
Yeah.
I also don't even think it's necessarily a horror.
Familiar with The Keep. But
yeah. And anyways, okay, so... Yeah. Now that he's he literally tells Jimmy, like, look at your fucking friend, like, look what we did to him. We own you. You're doing what we tell you.
Yeah.
Even though they just killed his, like, the only thing that helps him break in.
Yeah. Not doing themselves a lot of favors.
So then they, like, throw him into, like, a vat of boiling something. I don't know what it was.
I don't know either.
I don't even know where they were. They were just, like, in some warehouse.
Unclear.
So then they let Jimmy go, and he decides, I'm gonna go full fucking scorched earth on this.
Yeah.
Because he's a bad motherfucker, so he tells his wife to leave. She takes the kid and gets out.
Yeah, he like Harry and the Hendersons her. Yeah. He was like, you
stupid.
He's mean to her for her own good. He's like, go on, get out of here. I don't want you no more.
I don't love you. Nobody wants you here, you big idiot.
You barren twat.
Your pussy stinks. Get out of here. So
your pussy smells like a baby's coffin.
So she leaves, and then he leaves the house, and he blows up the house.
And then he goes to work and blows up work.
Blows up the bar.
Blows up the bar, sets fire to every car on his
and like
lot.
I said to Scott, like, man, like cinema as a world entity is really destructive
and wasteful.
So wasteful. Because like they had to go and buy all of those cars
just to set
them on fire. They had to buy the safe just to destroy it.
There was P.S. There was no CG in this movie.
Oh yeah, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, and also again, he actually set the fire.
Yeah, like the real fire.
I hope there wasn't accidentally gas in any of the tanks of those 200 cars when he...
Or a high wind.
Yeah, and he literally poured gasoline over a car, threw a match on it, then actually lit it on fire.
Yeah. And like all those times in movies where like they need it to heavy rain for the scene, but it's like, okay, but then when there's fires or droughts in California and there's no water left.
Yeah, so we can either have this scene or we can not have a drought this year.
We can have
we should do the scene.
We can have Spider-Man hanging upside down doing a kiss, or we can stop 100,000 houses from burning down. I want the Spider-Man kiss, please.
I would like the kiss, please.
I would like the kiss, please. So he kind of scorch earths his entire life, and then goes to
throws away his vision board.
Sad, which is very sad because his visions are dead.
Yep.
And he goes to the boss's house, which I had said, you just killed a man's best friend.
Yeah.
Screwed him out of a bunch of money and beat the shit out of him. You think you'd have security.
Don't you think he'll be mad?
Which they did, but that's not revealed until afterwards.
They showed up late.
I think they were outside the whole time.
I guess they were.
I think they were just sitting in the car.
Yeah.
But like, how did they not see him come in, hear the gunfire? Like, they waited till he was out of the house and the other guy was shooting at him.
That's correct.
It was dumb. Anyways, he gets inside. He beats up the sidekick guy who may or may not be his gay lover.
I was gonna say, like, Robert Prosky and the other guy were just like having a quiet night together
in their socks and pajamas and just reading together.
I'm like, are they married?
They might be married. But yeah, he does the one thing in every movie that is the stupidest thing you can, which is if you're okay with killing somebody, kill the guy. Don't just knock him out.
Knock him out.
Kill him.
He's coming back.
So he knocks the guy out. He goes and tracks down Prosky in the house.
Yeah.
Then he fucking blows him away.
Prosky goes to shoot him. He wins the quick draw.
He dies instantly, drops to the floor. Nothing happens.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure, but maybe I don't remember.
Take another pass.
He flails around like a big ass fish that just flopped on the deck of a boat.
Robert Prosky, at age 51, in his feature film debut, fucking goes for it on this death scene.
It's like he couldn't decide which way he wanted his face to be when he died.
Yeah, so
like
he
was
went
like,
with
hard cam, wall up, hard cam.
Yeah, so he went with all of them.
Yeah, he went with everywhere. So he flops around longer than Belushi did when he died. Eventually it's shot through the head and then flops around a little bit more.
Yeah,
after getting shot through the brain.
Painted.
So then of course the guy he didn't kill earlier gets up and tries to escape.
Yeah.
He chases him outside and there's gunfire. He kills the one henchman, and then Dennis Farina with a shotgun jumps over the hedge fence and goes after him, and he shoots Jimmy Kahn, but then Jimmy Kahn kills Dennis Farina.
Yep.
And then he kills he shoots the other guy dead, and then everyone lives happily ever after.
Looks around and is like, my shoulder really fucking hurts. There's a goddamn bullet in it, but I'm pretty tough, so
I'm a tough guy.
I'm gonna keep on trucking. Looks like everyone's fucking dead. I guess I'll walk away down the dark street.
Yep.
And make a new vision board with better pussy. With younger Tuesday
and no
Nelson.
Willie Nelson. And no
sad.
skulls.
I do like that Willie Nelson was on his vision board.
That's his boy.
It's
or
his boy.
Also his lover.
There were potentially two gay relationships in this movie, which I like.
But they weren't in prison together, right? Or were they?
They could have been.
Maybe they were lovers.
Oh. It sounds like James Caan had many lovers in prison.
No, because he hates fags.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about his hard stance.
Remember when, anyways, that was Thief. It
was
ruled.
Thief.
It was
It
great.
rocked.
It was awesome. Do you remember when DMX was in prison and then he got out and he was all like, I hate queers, don't try and shake my hand, fag. And then
he was real.
And then some guy was like, we were lovers in prison.
Yeah, it almost seemed like DMX was protesting a little too much.
Self-hating prison gay.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of prison gay. But is it really gay?
No.
No.
If it's the only
It's
hole,
survival.
it's survival.
What, are you supposed to not nut?
Yeah.
You're in there for 15 years and you're supposed to not come?
Get out of here. Forget about it.
I think that's I mean, it's not about cum, but one of my favorite...
It's not about cum.
One of my favorite Anthony Jeselnik jokes is the one where he says, like, was it like one of my friends was going to go to prison and he was so afraid about getting raped. And when he got there, he didn't shower for an entire year because he was too busy getting raped. Or, yeah, I mean, I'm butchering it because I'm not Anthony Jeselnik, but
No, that's the joke, though. Yeah. That's
he was so scared that he didn't shower for an entire year because he was too busy getting raped.
Jeselnik needs a new special.
No, he got canceled.
He got canceled?
He got canceled.
Why? Just for being mean?
For being him. Yeah, for being him.
For literally doing what he does?
Speaking of stand-up, did you hear that Norm secretly recorded one before he died?
Yep.
And it's coming out like the end of the month?
I'm fucking psyched.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. I think he recorded it at home.
I hope we don't cry. What if we cry?
We might cry.
What if we cry at a Norm Macdonald stand-up special?
I mean, this is the reality we're in now.
Yeah,
we're going to cry at a Norm stand-up special.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Fuck. I'm here for it, though.
Yeah, me too. Are we, what are we at? Right at
2:20? Too much?
Well, it's too long.
All right.
You're going to have to cut out, I can see some silences. You got to start cutting them out.
Yeah, anything where we pause for more than half a second, I'll go in and cut. I bet I can get it down to 2:07, no problem.
Snip. Yeah, if there's one thing I know about you, it's that you love editing podcast audio.
It's my favorite. I'm mad about having to put one ad.
One ad.
That's where I'm at. But yeah, join us next week for your choice of Manhunter, The Insider, or The Keep. And by your choice, I mean if you pick the one that we want to do, because otherwise we might just do what we want. True. It's hard to say. I mean, you pays your money and you takes your chance. Where do you pay your money? PayPal.me/NotScottHenson. Either for money for me, money for both of us, because you support the show, or birthday presents for Drew. Your choice.
I would like to buy some more movies, or you can buy me movies, but you got to ask me which one's first.
Don't just buy movies.
Don't just send me things because I probably already have it.
Asshole.
Fucker.
Figure it out. Anyway, I don't know, any parting words or I bet with the ad we're going to be right at 222.
That's how much you used to weigh and told everybody you still weigh.
Gained 100 pounds.